Buddy barrel, that's it. Thinking companion barrel, companion cube, So, you have found the whiskey and you're in that. You're still in that room, and I will turn it over to you and let you decide how you wish to proceed.
Oh boy, sounds like a lot of responsibility.
Right?
Yes, indeed.
Here you go, kid. Drive.
Right, like, should we, like, press on, dude? Like, we got the whiskey, right?
I think we got our job done. Time to go back, right?
I guess so.
Unless you guys want to hang out here with spiders and rats.
I got my buddy barrel. I'm happy.
Like, do you guys, like, not want to do that, or... Like, I'll be honest, if there's spider and rats where we're going that aren't trying to kill us, like, I'd be all about that, but you guys seem like not super into it.
I think I'd rather just get out of here, me personally.
I was kind of shrug.
Right, before I get assaulted by any other rats.
Yeah, dude, like, I totally saw that. Like you can sue them, dude, you know.
Sure, I could sue somebody else, too.
Sounds good.
Right, like,
I know you all missed that.
Gets me every time.
like, let's go, dude. Oh, we should probably, like, bring those 2 barrels, too, dude, you know. Like, who wants to carry that whiskey barrel? Yeah, perfect.
I got my one.
Alright. Woo! Do we just, like, want to go back out the way we came, or do we want to, like, see if there's anything else in here, you know?
I'm always up for a treasure hunt.
Like, I kind of am, too, but, like, wait, you seem to be doing not super stellar, if you don't mind me saying.
Me?
No, wait.
Yeah.
I'll have you note I am the totally embodiment of healthy. Aside from, like, maybe a scratch.
Well, the person actually named Wit had a chunk of thigh removed, so I'd really like to get out of here.
You wanted to lose weight or something, right?
Right.
That's how all the healthy people do it, right? It's like, remove all the muscle.
Yeah, just cut off the body parts, cut off the leg, man.
Just want to lose like a pound. If you could just take like a hexagon out of this leg right here, that'd be great.
Make sure it heals in a really cool scar, too.
That's a thing, I'm sure of it.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like pack some styrofoam in there or something, you're good to go.
Ugh.
I'm sure that's sanitary. Right, let's, like, get out of here then, dudes.
Alrighty.
Ew.
I'm following the people who can see better than I
Alright.
can.
So you proceed back into the last room where the body of the enormous spider still lies twitching on the floor. All still seems quiet for the moment.
Oh, thank goodness for that, dude.
I think I'm just gonna leave it that way.
Keywords for the moment.
It's a classic DM move.
Yeah,
Mhm.
cue the black dragons.
Oh man, it's a shame you guys leveled up these characters. May not be around for very long.
Right? Look at all that extra work you just did. You just got to roll new ones. So you come back into the next room back, which I should have named the rooms or something so I could refer to them.
Nah.
With the destroyed crates and the plethora of dead rats that you had left behind. Everybody go ahead and give me perception.
I'm sure my skills have improved.
Like
Yeah.
passive perception or just regular perception?
Yeah, roll a passive
Regular
perception. That's
Ew.
fine.
Hey, you know, I'm just making sure.
They don't call me Orsik the Wise for nothing.
Man, that's rough. The rest of us can legally drive.
Buddy Barrel, what do you see?
Everybody but Orsik, basically. You hear a skittering noise in the distance from this corridor. Did I lose my internet connection? Am I talking to myself?
Nope.
I'll be honest. I just was on a different tab and I didn't see which corner you were talking to. But also, my character was kind of blind, so I thought it kind of fit.
Yeah, there you go.
Didn't you like cast light on something?
Yeah, I've
did.
got light on myself.
Yeah, you can see.
Yeah, but all right.
Oh, it's a dude.
So yeah,
light.
all of you other than Orsik, you hear the skittering as that sounds like a very large number of spidery legs coming from that corridor.
Okay, so hear me out. That sounded like a whole bunch of spiders.
Yeah, sure did.
So it seems to me like we could either go in there and confront them, or, and hear me out, we could just leave and pretend we never heard anything.
Like, ordinarily, I'd be, like, all about going to those spiders, you know? But, like, I really feel like we gotta get all of us out of this, and I feel like, just motoring towards the exit is probably our best option. Like, I'm open to alternatives, but it seems like, no offense to Wit, but, like, 3/4 of us are probably not up for that voyage, you know?
None taken. The spiders can have the basement.
Yeah, like, oh,
I agree.
yeah, let's just, let's skedaddle. Hopefully none of the doors, like, lock themselves
Quietly.
behind us.
Let's skedaddle quietly.
Oh, yes, stealth, my strong suit.
Along with sight.
Dude, like,
Who said that?
dude, like, if worse comes to worse, just, like, pretend you're, like, a really big rat. Like a really big one.
Mm.
Maybe they'll think you're, like, the
Noted.
leader. Try to, like, climb a wall. Maybe they'll think you're a spider or something.
So are you attempting to sneak across the room to get out?
That would be a good idea.
Yes,
I guess so.
great idea.
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead and everybody give me
Stay
stealth.
I will attempt very poorly.
No, nonsense.
I believe. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Let's
Damn,
get out of here,
Orsik.
dudes, but, like, quietly, you
They
know?
don't call me Orsik the Stealthy for nothing.
I've noticed Orsik has a lot of names. I like it.
I thought he was Orsik the stealthy. Maybe I misheard.
All right. So you proceed across the room with reasonable stealth, aside from Jacob, who accidentally knocks over or kicks into one of the piles of rubble from a broken barrel, which makes a clattering noise on the floor. And I'm going to go ahead and say that the three of you who could hear the spiders before hear a brief pause in the spidery activity, and then it redoubles and seems to be getting louder.
Well, that didn't work.
Do you guys think that spiders can open doors?
Like, usually not, dude, but, like, that's not a door. It's just, like, an archway, dude. Like,
No, I thought this was a door right here.
that's a good point. Let's get on the other side of this.
Yeah, and then just close the door.
Yeah, good thinking. I'll go first.
It's the best idea I've ever heard in my entire life.
I can barricade it with the buddy barrel.
You would leave your precious barrel behind?
There'll be other buddy barrels.
Oh,
That-
okay.
I mean, yes, but
Don't
at the same
worry.
time, like, the door just, it has a lock.
And I can, unlock and reasonably lock things.
As you are discussing this, and as Orsik is slipping through the door, he sees from the archway on the far side of the room a mass of giant spiders come boiling out of the hallway.
We gotta go.
Deuces.
Time to go.
I'm already out of here.
So, are you going to try to lock it, or
Yeah, I'm gonna run on the other side of the door and close it.
And I'll try to lock it real quick.
all right? Give me, since you don't have a key, go ahead and give me your sleight of hand check, like you were trying to unlock it.
While you're trying to lock it, can I like hold the door shut?
Absolutely.
Just
go
like
ahead
in
and
case
use
I'm-
strength.
Strength, yes. Is there a button for just strength? Oh, there we go. Unskilled
yes.
strength check.
Yeah.
Aha!
All right.
Can't grab the blasted doorknob.
You grab the door and attempt to hold it shut. You have a little bit of difficulty with that, but fortunately, just before the sound of all of the spiders hitting the far side of it ensues, there's a faint click from the lock as Wit manages to throw the bolt.
I'm really glad one of us was on the ball there.
All right, let's go.
Like, no time. Holy shit.
And if
I'm
memory
already going.
serves, there's some collapsed ceiling here, right?
I think it's partially collapsed.
There's like a little
Watch your head.
dent in it.
I'm watching.
Yeah, I believe I described it as a cracked beam, but you remembered it and mentioned it, so I'll say you have no difficulty avoiding it. Nice work.
Boosh.
Doodle
Easy.
memory comes in handy.
If no one had said anything, someone was definitely going to have a chance of bumping into that.
Oh yeah.
And hopefully it would not have been somebody, I don't know, tall, elephantine.
Can't really see in the dark.
Yeah,
Definitely wouldn't have been that guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So you continue down the hallway the way you came, passing the bodies of your many slain foes, both large and small. Go ahead and everybody give me perception again.
Hopefully this goes as well as it did last time.
Don't worry, Orsik the Wiseal has perfect perception.
Yeah, not worst.
All right, Orsik, Wit, and Jacob. From behind you hear a slamming noise as of a door opening suddenly.
Don't worry, that was just my barrel.
Like, dude, did your barrel sound like a door opening? Like, really fast?
Sometimes. I mean, I just thought that's what it was.
We should, like, run out of here.
I like the way
Like,
you
real
think.
fast.
Just dead sprint.
I agree.
That was a running sound, nothing else.
Jeez it.
Trust me.
I'm bringing my barrel.
Ew.
All right.
Fuck these
so-
rats.
After a few seconds, after hearing the noise and taking off running, a few seconds later, you hear a thunderous crashing sound from behind you, and the building itself seems to shake a little bit, but nothing else happens in your immediate vicinity.
No thanks.
Bye, skis.
So we're still running.
Yes.
It's the plan.
I would like to continue running, if at all possible.
I like the way you think.
I'll even take a light jog at this point.
I've got a barrel, so I can only go so quick.
Guys, where do we leave Orsik at?
My stubby
Right.
little legs can only do so
Exactly.
much.
Just start rolling the barrel, champ. You don't
Get
gotta
in the
carry it.
barrel.
As you turn the corner
like a
headed
Grim
towards
City.
the exit from the intervening hallway, you can see a number of giant rats coming towards you.
Well, that's not good.
Nope.
Quick, someone push Fal into him. Maybe it'll help.
Like, I think that'd be like a bad idea, dude. It's just like, keep running. And I like to duck underneath
Sure about
this,
that.
like, bulging part of the ceiling as well. If at all possible, I'd like to, like, hero slide underneath it.
I thought it was
Okay.
smoke.
Thought it was a
You,
what?
you can do that,
I thought
sure.
it was smoke.
Ah, what, is the building on fire?
Wasn't it?
Is it? I thought that was
I
like a
think-
while ago.
We could reset it on fire. Wait, no, we're not going that route.
Exactly. The rats are pyromaniacs. I love it. Hang on. Let me write this stuff.
No!
This campaign's taking a whole new direction now.
It's called a house dragon. This is actually where the fire comes from.
All right. So you did remember correctly the partially collapsed ceiling there, and said you were going to slide under it.
Power slide.
Power slide. Yeah. Go ahead and give us a performance check to see how your power slide looks.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna make you do athletics. I want to see how well you make it look.
Whoa!
Okay.
Whoa!
Fantastic. Olympic level.
It's like I'm playing a video game over here.
You should have been a rock star.
All right. So, you proceed further on down the hallway. Presumably, everybody ducks under the slightly sagging ceiling.
Yes.
I'm not gonna make you do a check for that because anybody can duck over a little bit. It really wasn't meant to be a huge thing unless you completely forgot about
Unless you're cool.
He slid under it by a good 4 feet. Power slide,
the
totally
power slide
worthless.
was really great, but was totally unnecessary. So, still
But
looked ridiculous.
it did look great.
You've
though.
described all of my interactions with D&D.
All right, that's fair.
You've described this character.
All right, so you quickly reach the base of the stairs, and from behind you, you can hear you can still hear the rats and spiders coming your direction.
See ya.
That might not be my barrel anymore.
Bye. Let's at least get outside so they don't tear the building down or something.
Like the way you think.
All right, so you sprint up the stairs and burst out into the alleyway through the cellar doors. We're going to Theater of the Mind here for a minute. So you're in the alley.
I'm gonna close the doors behind us.
Oh, that's some good thinking.
Smart. I would like to help hold the doors closed, if that is necessary and/or possible.
All right, you can certainly assist. As you close the doors, I almost called you Fang. As you close the doors, Orsik, you notice that the latch is still there, as it was earlier, but the lock is missing.
Did somebody take it? What the fuck?
Well, I don't think there was a lock there initially when you got to it.
Oh.
Well, I'll close the latch. Is there anything around the immediate area that I could use as something to shove either in between the door handles or kind of as a makeshift secondary latch?
Give me an investigation.
Upon seeing you look at that, I'm gonna check my own inventory.
All right. Casting around in the debris next to the burned out building in the alley, you manage to come across a single tine from a pitchfork.
Oh yeah, I'll just pick that up and try to lock the door as best I can with it by shoving the shaft, I guess, through the handles. Is there handles?
Bow chicka bow wow.
Yeah, that's what she said, right?
Yeah, you can use the tine of the pitchfork to kind of wedge the latch shut, especially if you give it a little bend.
Quick, try to manipulate the latch into the void left by the lock. Oh wow, that one fell flatter than I expected.
Yeah, I don't get
Sorry,
where
I
you're
was-
going with that one.
Quick, manipulate the shaft.
Stop!
There it goes. Is that better?
Stop!
I understand now.
Way bay. All right, so you manage to wedge the door shut. From underneath you hear more scuffling, scurrying noises, and the door bulges slightly as something pushes against it. But it seems to be the end of it.
I'm gonna point and laugh. Ah! The Buddy Barrel and I triumph yet again.
I won't laugh.
So, mission accomplished. Let's go get paid.
Yeah.
I don't like the way you think.
All right, let's go back to the city map for the moment. So, as a reminder, I didn't go back and label this. Damn. So, as a reminder, the red X was the
building.
burnt out building, and the blue X was the tavern. Eventually, I'll name all these things and make the map look better. So, you are headed back over to the tavern, or are you going anywhere else first?
I could use a stiff drink.
Sure. I don't really have anywhere else to be, if I'm being honest with you.
Do any of us have anywhere else to be? Come on.
Alright, hey, look, I didn't want to make any sweeping generalizations, alright?
I mean, I could be napping right now.
True. And I could be taking a bath at the end. Let's go.
All right. You head on back to the Half-Flagon Inn. Oh, thanks for labeling things. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
As you come in through the door, the innkeeper Donicio looks up from behind the bar and seems a little bit surprised to see you've returned. Presumably, are you hauling the barrels inside too?
don't see why not.
Yeah.
All right. And he seems especially surprised to see that you've brought 2 large barrels with you. He sets down the mug that he had been cleaning and shouts across the room. Ah, you've made it back. Did you find the whiskey?
Oh,
Aye.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, excellent news. Bring it over, bring it over. And several other patrons look up and clap quietly from their seats at various tables.
A golf clap.
Everyone
over.
all at once.
I'll bring my barrel over.
Some dickhead yells, "Get in the hole!"
I understood that reference.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Find the right audio clip. That's better. All right, so somebody took a barrel over, right?
I did.
Okay, and you're the one that had the barrel with whiskey, right?
Pretty sure.
I was pretty sure too. So you haul the barrel over to the bar, and the bartender looks the barrel over and says, "Well, it doesn't seem to be leaking. That's a good sign."
Yeah, I agree.
Well, how about you toss it up on the bar here, and we'll tap it open and see what we get.
Works for me. Hey! Yeah! I lift it up.
So he grabs a spigot and quickly and efficiently taps the barrel and pours out large glasses of whiskey, 4 of them, and hands one across to each of you. This looks like it's fine stuff. I'm glad you were able to get it back. Did you have much trouble with it?
Oh no, not with the barrel.
Felix just gonna like turn and look sideways at Wit, and then
I'm gonna
turn
silently point at my thigh.
and then turn back to the barkeeper. There was maybe 1 or 2 small issues.
As I'd heard rumors that there were foul beasts crawling in there. I think they've been fleeing the mist as much as we have. Seems you made it out alive, at least, although your friend does appear to be in a little bit rough shape. In addition to the whiskey, I can offer you a room, a place to sleep for tonight as payment.
I don't know about everyone else, but I'd like super appreciate that, dude. Like, thanks a lot.
Yeah, sure, me too.
Sounds good.
Well, excellent. Let's and make sure you enjoy those glasses of whiskey. After all the hard work you've done, you've earned it. And your room will be the last one at the end of the hall upstairs whenever you're ready. I thank you again for your help. I won't forget this.
I want to take the enormous spider mandible that I harvested, and I want to slap it down on the table, and I just want to kind of like pat it and be like, "How much gold for this bad boy?"
The bartender looks it over. That's not something I would be interested in, sir. But we do have a man on one of the other streets who dabbles in potion making and such. He might have an interest in it. Matter of fact, I'd rather appreciate it if you'd get it off my table. It looks kind of disgusting.
Potions, you say, like? Where exactly does this man live? Perhaps we'd like to talk to him before, settling down for bed.
Well, he's probably closed for the night now, but I'm sure you could go and talk to him tomorrow. I should name the streets. He's over on River Street, just down the road here. I'll point you in the right direction.
Yeah, I appreciate it very much, dude.
Make a dot on the map. There you go. So, Orsik. He eyes the mandible again. Can you please get that off the table?
you're missing out.
I highly doubt that, but nevertheless, I appreciate your effort.
Fair enough. I'll have a glass of whiskey, please.
All right. So he makes sure that each of you has a nice full glass of whiskey from the barrel at no charge, and then goes back to serving the patrons of his bar, many of whom have suddenly developed a taste for a nice glass of whiskey.
Wonderful. I'm gonna go put my feet up and enjoy my glass.
All right.
Yo, can I also
Anybody
get a
else?
glass of water with this, please?
He nods agreeably and fetches you a glass of water as well.
Thank you so much. Alright.
What's everybody else up to?
Taking notes.
That's exactly what I was doing.
Oh my gosh.
Only
so-
in character.
I was about to say.
I take out my scroll tube and take out some more pieces of parchment and start vigorously writing.
All right. Meanwhile, Wit's over there trying not to bleed out.
Right. Gonna go find some gauze.
Oh, look, yeah, that's a good point. Hey, Donicio, dude, is there like some kind of a doctor or anything in this town? I feel like an intrepid wit here is a bit worse for the wear, you know.
Actually, yes. Just down the square a little bit. If you head out of our door and turn left past the alley, you can find Laude. She's a bit of a healer. I know she's been quite busy recently with all of this. And gestures around at the mist. But for an injury such as that, I'm sure she could do something.
Sweet. The good news is the blood loss and the whiskey, I'm gonna get super drunk.
Oh, that's way to look on the bright side, dude. Yeah. I feel like we're gonna need some of that the coming days. Or like in your case, you know, the coming couple of minutes. Let's head out to Laude.
It's gonna limp on over there.
All right. So you head out into the square, and there's still a couple of people, crossing it, going about their business. Everybody's still keeping their heads down and avoiding being out any longer than they have to. But there doesn't seem to be any, unusual clamor or alarm going on. So it's likely that the spiders and rats and stuff are probably still trapped in the basement.
Hold Alt, you can go between squares.
Thanks.
So, as promised, several doors down past an alley, you find a small storefront with herbs hanging in the window and a sign that says healer out front. Different herbs.
I was gonna say, we're gonna have to keep Fal outside.
Like, dude, I'm way more interested in this than I thought. I didn't think I came with you. Don't worry, I can tell you good shit from the bad shit, you know.
Alright, good.
Going in?
Going in.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So you step through the door, and inside you find yourself in a small room that's a little tight and has definitely seen some hard use, but is fairly clean. There's several chairs along one wall, and behind a counter at the far end of the room, an elderly woman who seems very exhausted, in a somewhat stained apron, is standing behind a counter, grinding up some herbs with a mortar and pestle. She looks up as you enter. Can I help you?
Sorry to bother you, but I'm kind of missing part of my thigh. I'm gonna try and stumble towards a chair.
She looks down and sees the large chunk missing from your thigh and all the bloodstained clothes, and immediately puts down the mortar and pestle. Ah, well, of course. Please, come back here, to the back.
Wobble on over.
I would offer my shoulder and be like, oh, hey, like, you go, dude.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Going around behind the counter, you find a wooden table with that's been cleared off, and she gestures to it and says, "Well, lay down here if you can, please."
Mm-hmm.
So she bustles back over to another counter while you do that, and speaking over her shoulder to you, asks, "So, I can. Our resources are stretched rather thin here, and with all of the issues with the mist, I'm afraid that we don't have quite as many supplies as are used to having. So the best I can do for now is this poultice, but it should patch you up pretty well, and then I'd say with a little bit of rest, you'll turn out to be just fine."
Hey, any help is appreciated. Oh, I don't mean to speak for these guys I've roped in, but need any help?
Help with what?
Resource? We just literally went down to a burned out building and retrieved a barrel of whiskey. Ow.
Yeah, like, you did say you were a bit busy. Maybe, like, I don't know, I'm not sure what services or help we could provide in the medical field, but, like, you know, if you do need anything, we're available.
Very good at attaining things.
Well, I don't know. We are short on a lot of our herbs, but unfortunately, most of them are out in the forest. And
Like, aren't we all low on those, dude, you know?
She eyes you a little bit suspiciously before continuing. But with those being out in the forest, sending people out to gather them has become more of a trial than ever with the mist. The only way people are able to go out is keeping a large number of torches lit to keep the mist back, and even then we've still lost people to the creatures. As she's finishing this comment, she comes back to you with a bit of torn cloth with a muddy, orangish looking mud, I guess, daubed
Just
on it. Says, "All right, this might sting a little bit, but should help you out quite a bit. You ready?"
Can't be as bad as the bite.
She pulls apart the slash in your pants a little bit to get to the wound and presses the poultice down on it. There's a little bit of a burning sensation, but it goes away after a minute or two, and the wound immediately begins to feel better.
Well, hey, it's just better than whiskey and some cloth, right?
Yeah, that's definitely not it.
Oh, look, I know you don't want to send us into the forest, but why don't you give us a list of what you need? We'll talk about it. Maybe surprise you with a package or something.
Yeah, or even, like, if we just happen to be out somewhere and we stumble across some stuff, it would help if we could just bring that back.
I could probably, yeah. No, that does sound like a good idea. That could definitely be a big help to a lot of people in town. Let me come up with a list, and I'll get it to you here. Are you staying at the inn, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah, do the Half-Flagon.
I'll send somebody down in a little bit with a list, and if you happen to find any of those herbs, we would greatly appreciate it.
No problem. I appreciate you.
Well, that should help you recover quite nicely. Go ahead and add 6 hit points back.
Woo, not dead.
In light of your offer with the herbs, I'll go ahead and waive payment on my usual fee. Especially if you're able to bring anything back, it's going to be well worth it with the way things are going now. I'm afraid that I'm going to be running out of herbs within the next couple of days if something else isn't done.
Can't have that.
All the more reason for us to try to track him down.
Yes, indeed. Well, yeah, I'll send someone down in a little bit with the list, but for now, is there anything else?
I'm good. Do you have anything else to do here, Val?
Like, yeah. You know, if I, like, looks very obviously to the left and to the right? Like, these are definitely, like, some scant times we got going on here, man, you know? Like, roll for what, dude?
Sleight of hand. Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry.
What?
That's totally a private message that nobody else got. Everybody ignore that. Never happened.
Alright. Noted.
Nothing suspicious going on here.
Not at all. I totally say random things all the time.
Then, roll
And
a
then type them
persuasion is
out.
what you ask.
I think you can. And hang on, I think you can do private rolls too. There's the thing.
Something like
It's
or
like
I don't know.
/R space DM. Hold on.
Slash GM roll.
Oh.
Mm.
No, wait, maybe.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, there
It's
it
just-
is.
Oh, there. That seemed to work.
It appears you just got 4 different rolls.
Okay.
If I had to guess. Or you could whisper to somebody by typing /W and then a space and then typing a message.
Yeah, that's what
Never
happened, and I expect all the private messages to come through Discord, so I didn't think it was
Or you
a,
could do that as well.
I didn't
We
even
are-
think about it being a private message.
We aren't friends, so I can't do that.
You can't
Yeah.
right click my
Discord?
name in chat and hit send message. Well, I'm gonna add you as a friend.
Aw,
Here we go.
Oh,
that's what D&D's for.
All right, easy.
Now you're my friend,
Damn, I didn't know making friends was this easy.
right?
Would have done it a long
What
time
was I
ago.
stressing about in elementary school for all that time?
Elementary school.
All right. Well, actually, this is gonna work out great. So there's a faint clinking sound, and everyone in the room looks over to see. Crap! What is your character's name? Felix. Everyone in the room looks over to see Felix holding out his hand towards the small cash box on the counter with several coins seem to have fallen to the ground in front of him.
Wait, Felix came with us?
I thought so.
Laude looks
What?
at you. Excuse me. What are you doing there?
Well, I was trying to pay you, but you were like, "Oh yeah, I don't really want any payment." So I was just kind of trying to pay you on the DL. But my giant sausage fingers aren't really conducive to this kind of work.
Roll.
They just kind of
Pers-
clattered to the ground.
roll persuasion.
Persuasion,
What's
my
that?
best skill. Ooh.
Anybody gonna try and chime in on his behalf, or is he on his own here?
Oh, don't worry, I got this.
Oh boy.
I'm
Jesus.
drinking.
If I was gonna turn over to Felix, I'd be like,
I'm just
dude, what the fuck? What's happening?
Well, it seemed kind of rude to just pay her if she didn't want to be paid. I was just trying to, just pay her without her knowing about it.
Laude walks past you suspiciously, and looks into the cash box. Well, all the money I had is still in here, so the money on the ground is yours. So I guess I appreciate the gesture.
I believe you mean it's yours.
She smiles, picks the money up off the ground, and puts it in the cash box. Thank you.
Oh,
this,
yeah.
this will go to good use.
I'm glad.
She heads back up to the front counter and starts working on grinding the herbs she was working on before. Well, I've got to get back to this. We're going to need a lot more poultices and a lot more medicine before this is all over. I'll have that list over to you in a little bit.
Okay. I keep my hands tucked very close to my sides, and I walk out.
That could have gone a lot worse. Whiskey time.
Boy, dude, on both counts. Heyo!
Alright.
I just
Back out
realized
on the street.
nobody could see me pointing. Like, yeah, let's go back to the inn. I did it like 6 times and nobody responded.
Don't you hate that?
Next time you'll have to take a picture, say heyo, and upload the picture.
And then also subtitle it Heyo, because you're not a monster.
So, back out on the street. It's starting to get darker now. Definitely heading into night. Is there anything else anybody wants to do?
Drink some
Oh, I'm
whiskey,
okay.
maybe.
The amount of blood I lost, it's gonna be like 3 sips and I'm out.
All right. You all head back to the Half-Flagon Inn for a fun night of drinking and socializing and whatnot. Anything specific anyone wants to do in the inn before the end of the night?
Polish the
No, I'm
mall.
good.
I was gonna say polish my mall, but then it was like, wait,
know what I mean.
Y'all!
sounds awful. It's not what I mean.
Yeah, I'm the one with
Gonna
the dirty mind, sure.
Just gonna polish the old mall.
So you go back to the inn and wrap up your night enjoying the fruits of your labors with free whiskey from the bartender, who is rather generous for you guys with the contents of the barrel, while charging exorbitant prices to the rest of the bar. So, if there's nothing else anyone wants to do, and assuming everyone would be going to bed at some point, I think we can probably go ahead and level everybody up.
Woo!
Yeah.
Unlimited power.
I don't think anybody gets anything like super crazy from level 2.
That is false.
Okay.
Elaborate.
Why
Oh
should-
yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, and the list of herbs. I can make a note for that while you guys do that.
All right.
All right, there you go. So yeah, as you are hanging out and drinking, a young girl comes into the bar, looks around, and spots Felix, very distinctive member of
Yeah.
the party, sitting at a table, and comes over and hands you a note before running off back out the door, and that's the note.
Oops. Can I just like share this with everybody?
It should be everyone should be able to see it already.
Yeah, checks out. Alright. Easy. I'll just save this until the morning. No reason to wake my compatriots if they're already sleeping.
So, does everyone need a few minutes to finish their level up?
I think I'm good, but I do have a question. So I have a proficiency bonus of +2. Is that something that I need to change somewhere, or is that automatically calculated in?
I think that's automatically done by your level.
Yes, it is, and also you've had that proficiency bonus since first level as well.
Right, and I just saw it and was like,
If-
whoops.
Here's the thing. If there's anything on this sheet that's in a green box, then it does it for you. it means there's something somewhere else that it's using to make that calculation. And it actually won't let you change any of those.
Perfect. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everybody else need a few minutes?
I'm all set.
I'm good.
I'm ready. I'm not just ready. I'm ready.
Hey.
All right. Lively Tavern audio down. It'll be a little less lively in the morning, hopefully. Rest. Everybody's gone up to level 2, and everybody's got full hit points and hit points and spell slots and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Yay.
Those of us who were insane enough to roll for
Brains.
HP have done that. I mean, brave enough.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I mean, suicidal enough. I mean, those of us rolling for HP have done that.
Did you check the standard?
Yeah, I'm not dumb. I know what's
I'm
happening.
taking standard. What am I, a lunatic?
I know what happens when I roll for HP specifically.
You can smell that one from here, huh?
Yeah. I only see the 1, I don't see the 0 after it.
All right. So you awaken to another fairly gray and somber day. I don't want to take too much agency away from you guys, or anything you're doing before you head downstairs.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think Orsik would just want breakfast.
Breakfast
And he
sounds
would-
lovely.
Grumble loudly about food.
All right. You head downstairs, and the bartender is not in evidence, but there's a... Oh, excuse me.
You're excused.
The bartender is not in evidence, but his assistant, which I definitely have written down somewhere here. There it is. His assistant, Chantil, is behind the bar, and as you come down, she looks up. What can we make for you? I
Sorry, I'm
think we've
busy
got
writing.
eggs and some little bit of bread left. Although I suspect we've run out of butter at this point.
Eggs sound lovely.
I'll take 40 eggs.
That was, you said 4 eggs?
40.
Or 40. 40. I don't know if we have that many eggs, sir. I'll check.
I'd like 2, please.
All right. So she disappears back into the kitchen and comes out a few moments later. We do have that many eggs, but that's going to be quite an expensive meal. Are you sure?
How expensive?
Well, the way things are currently going with 40 eggs, and she kind of taps on her lip and looks up into the air while she does the sums in her head. I think that's gonna be like 4 silver for the meal.
So when I actually buy these eggs, do they just come as an egg, or do they like cook?
Well, it costs an extra.
Because really, what I
per
was
egg
thinking
to
about
cook
doing
it.
is storing them and having them for future travel.
So you just want like raw eggs or like hard-boiled eggs?
Yeah, I was gonna go eat the salted meat in my buddy barrel, and then I would have some kind of ration, some egg rations.
So are they cooking them? I guess is the big question.
No,
Okay. Oh, if you just want the eggs raw, I guess we knock a little bit off. Probably do it for like 3 silver, but provisions are pretty dear right now. Everything's expensive.
I mean,
I'll take it.
All right. She looks at Felix. Will you be requiring your eggs raw as well, or should we cook them for you?
I would like mine cooked and with a glass of water, please.
All right, we can definitely do that. I heard what you all did last night with the whiskey and uh, the the basement over there in the burned out building. That sounds quite brave.
certainly was a hell of a
Yeah,
thing.
well,
I couldn't make out what either of you said.
Well, that's good.
I just mumbled.
Okay.
Yeah,
She goes back into the kitchen. And, you can hear a clatter of pots and pans back there for a few minutes. And shortly, she brings out 2 scrambled eggs for Felix, as well as a glass of water and a small crate with 40 eggs with a little bit of straw packed in around them, and slides across to Orsik.
Thank you.
That'll be 3 silver from you, and turning back to Felix, and 5 coppers from you.
Done and done.
All right. Anything else I can get you? Anything for you too? Assuming Wit and Fal Dune are in the room.
Well, that seems Ooh, dude, you know it's like great the day after you level up. You know, if you know what I mean. Have you got like the facilities to make like those tiny little griddle, like the nice pastry things, you know, where you're like it's like a crumpet almost, dude, if you know what that is, like a tiny little short cake.
Well, unfortunately, we seem to have run out of flour a few days back, so we don't have any way to make pastries. Things, like I said, things are very dear around here right now.
Shit. Then I'll just have like a couple of eggs, dude.
Okay, we'll make you a couple eggs. And you, ma'am?
Toast, cup of tea.
All right. She goes and fetches your meals as well, and they'll be 5 coppers each.
Yeah, I will pay up.
All right. So, you guys enjoy a fairly quiet breakfast. Anybody working on anything interesting or have any flavor they want to add here before we move on?
I would like to head to Mr. Potions whenever that, if that happens before we move on.
I would like to follow you there if we get to that.
Yeah, I'll go there too.
I like it.
I like how the question was, is there anything you'd like to do at breakfast? And all of us are like, yeah, leave breakfast.
Well, I'm just eating breakfast.
We're making our after breakfast plans, okay?
No, that's fine. Like if one of you wants to do something, crazy in character while you're eating breakfast, I like just to help advance your character concept or your whole backstory. I want to make sure that I leave the opportunity for that and don't just kind of ride over all of your opportunities by pushing you down the next storyline,
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
So, but if you guys don't want to add anything like that, then
I'm going to eat my eggs in the most boring, plain
Bad
way
selves.
possibly imaginable.
what? I'm sorry, I couldn't make it out.
I'm gonna eat my eggs in the most boring, bland, unimaginative way possible.
Noted. That sounds like a Felix thing to do.
Completely
honest.
unnoteworthy.
Do you take notes regardless, though?
Not of the egg eating, but notes are taken as things develop.
I was kind of hoping you'd suck them up with your trunk.
Just
See, it's not a mouth.
Just be a big Hoover.
Oh, that works. It's like a nose. It's not like a
locate
mouth.
the potion shop, right?
Dude, like, you can't snort eggs, dude. Like, trust me.
You've tried?
First of all, I didn't say that. Second of all, that would not hold up in a court of law. And third of all, that strictly is not illegal.
Uh-huh.
Fourth of all, we really gotta, like, work on these stereotypes about, like, snorting eggs, man. Like, it's a travesty what the world's come to these days,
I don't think that's a stereotype.
Clearly, you're not swimming in the right circles for that, then, dude.
What circles are you swimming in?
Swimming or snorting?
know,
That's a
I
very
just-
important distinction.
Or smoking?
Whoa, hey now. That's actually a federal crime. In fact, there are several laws strictly prohibiting it. Which, to the best of anyone's knowledge here, I have not broken.
I'm at a loss sometimes as the DM to respond to Fal Dune. I don't know. I gotta up my skills somehow.
Dude, speaking of partially illicit activities, how about that alchemist across the way, you know? Let's get there as soon as possible, and specifically away from this conversation.
I'll take it as a yes.
I
Okay.
really wish you guys could see the amount of finger guns that I'm doing in this character. Because it's pretty high.
I'm kind of sad I can.
I can just imagine it, and it's enough. I've met you. I've met you once. I can get it.
That's a good point.
So, you head out of the inn and across the street down another across street, and a little ways down on the left, you find a small shop. The front window has an array of glass bottles of different sizes with various colors and consistencies of liquid in it.
We're gonna
For
go
some
in.
reason, I feel really awkward about pushing you guys through things like this, and I don't know. It's weird.
Well, then I'm gonna just head right on in and ask
You-
for a shopkeeper.
So you go into the potion shop, and you hear a little bustling in the back, but in the front it seems to be just full of shelves with potions on all the shelves and potion ingredients and all sorts of small breakable looking jars. As you enter, a small bell over the door rings, and from out of the back, an older man with a beard comes out and looks at you over a pair of rimmed spectacles.
I'm just gonna be like, shopkeep, I'm here to make some money, and I'm gonna slam the enormous spider mandible down on the counter for the second time. How much?
And adjusts his spectacles and leans really close to take a look at it. Kind of eye stump where you severed it, the cut end there. For such a fine specimen and for the materials I'd get out of it, I could offer you 1 gold piece.
Fair enough.
All right. He takes the spider mandible and pulls it back behind the counter and sets it on a table on the other side of the room before coming back and carefully opening up a small metal locked box and very, very carefully pulling out 1 single golden coin and setting it on the counter and sliding it across to you. I do thank you for the materials. They should help me to brew quite a few more of my potions.
Do you buy do you need any eggs?
Eggs? No, I don't think I do need any. What kind of eggs? I guess.
Chicken eggs.
To be specific, those are hen eggs, dude.
Thought you might have been talking about spider eggs or chimera eggs or something. But no, I don't require any chicken eggs right now.
Orsik just shrugs, and then he starts walking away.
All right.
Well, if you don't need any eggs, dude, would you need one of these? And like with a flourish, I pull out the spider's venom gland, or like the venom sac that I removed from the spider. I'm sure with surgical precision.
He adjusts his spectacles again. Oh, well, actually, yes, that could be quite useful. Let me see that. He takes the gland from you and examines it under a magnifying glass. I could probably do 1 gold, 2 silver for this.
Fal looks pretty impressed, but then like he gets a look in his eyes like, wait, something's off here. And he like leans in close and whispers to the guy, wait, like, Like, between you and me, dude, like, what does he plan on making with one of these, you know?
Well, with something like this, and as fresh it is as it is, it's, you know, often what we get is dried after it's had to been transported a long distance. But with this one, I could make a number of antidotes for the spiders in this area, and especially lately. That would turn out to be very useful.
Dude, could I take, like, 1 gold piece for it? And, like, maybe a dose of that antidote? You know, when you have the time after you've had a chance to make it.
Well, if I'm going to give you a dose of the antidote, I think I could do 8 silver and 1 dose of the antidote.
Fal clearly pretends to look like he's weighing his options. You get yourself a deal, dude. And he, like, sticks out his hand.
The old man gingerly shakes your hand. Very well, let me get you your money. He goes back to the lockbox and pulls out 8 silver coins, handing them over to you.
Well, thank you very kindly, dude.
I should be able to have the antidote done for you probably by tomorrow morning.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.
Fal is gonna walk out of the store with, like, a spring in his step. Like, yeah!
All right. So, I think, did all of you go to the store, like, together, or just the 2 of them?
I was there, but I was very careful not to touch anything.
And I was watching Felix to make sure he didn't touch anything.
You guys make a good team.
Don't we, though?
I think so.
All right. Did you 2 have any business you wanted to transact there, or are you good?
I'm window shopping.
I'm good. I'm not even shopping. I'm just
You're just there.
keeping my hands to myself. Trying not to look at anything the wrong way.
All right. So you guys head out of the potion shop and back into the road. So the sun is completely up now, although somewhat hidden behind the light mist that rises higher into the sky. You can hear people moving around in the town, and things sound a little bit muted, but almost normal for a town of this size. In the distance, you can hear a blacksmith pounding on something on his anvil, and someone's moving a cart down a neighboring street. You can hear it rattling across the cobblestones, and fairly normal town sounds, almost enough to let you forget that there's a creeping mist with strange creatures in it just outside the walls waiting to destroy everyone.
Well, that's pleasant.
Yeah.
Love these mornings.
What a nice thought.
Existential dread. Dread that's actually real.
So should we begin drinking now?
That's all this campaign becomes. We never venture out.
Right. What do your adventurers do? Adventurers?
No,
I don't have to.
I deal with alcoholics.
Yeah.
I've got 3 alcoholics and a stoner.
It's just like three people getting drunk and 1 guy getting high and drunk, hanging out in a bar. Actually, we're not even playing D&D anymore.
You're thinking about this the wrong way. Apparently, there's no booze in this town, so we gotta go adventure for the booze.
Smart.
And for your herbs. In
Yeah.
quotations, like massive quotation marks.
So, is there anybody else have any errands they want to run, questions they want to ask of anyone? Before I start shoving you through, plot hooks, giving you an opportunity to kind of explore or ask your own questions or make your own way if you want.
I'm doing pretty alright.
Yeah, I appreciate it, but I can't really think of anything at the moment.
All aboard the Railroad Express.
All right.
Choo-choo.
Wait,
All right.
Play the sound, play the thing.
Oh, I don't have
we
it.
lost
It was on the old soundboard.
Damn it.
Pain train return.
One that they got rid of. I looked for it. I really did. I wanted it.
Oh, that's right. They got rid of like the really good music, so now we're left with like the really shitty one.
Yeah, all the good sound effects, the bone-breaking one, the pain train, wolf howling, the Zelda boss battle music, all that was gone. And we have
Wow.
this. This is what you're listening to now.
Oh.
It was so disappointing. So, as you are headed back down the road towards the Half-Flagon Inn, because where else would you go? Suddenly, from across town, you hear shouts and cries of alarm. Do I have audio for this? Yeah, we'll do this one. Suddenly, from across town, you hear shouts and cries of alarm, followed quickly by a clamor of bells and whistles. Panicked people begin running, trying to clear the streets and get into nearby buildings. And you see several guardsmen sprinting down the road towards the sound of all the noise.
Well, we might as well follow them.
I mean, isn't that the guard's job?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm just gonna stay here.
Felix, hands in his pockets.
All right, so this reminds me of a session I played in. Plot hook, stuff to do.
Nah.
Back to the bar.
Back to the bar.
Let's go drink.
Yeah, I'd rather just quibble about all the stuff we're not doing.
All right, fine. Let's follow them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they might pay us in more whiskey.
Or money, which, I mean, it's the apocalypse. What am I doing with money?
Dude, like maybe they have like alcoholic substances, dude. Or like even better.
Pay me in vodka.
Marijuana.
Oh.
I mean, who said that? Let's go help him.
Look at the stoner sprint.
I got so much energy, dude. I can do anything.
So you follow the guards, and crossing the square and going down a narrow alley, you come to a small section of the outer wall of the city. For some reason, the torches atop the wall for 30 or 40 feet have been extinguished, and a steady stream of mist is pouring over the wall into the town. Standing near the wall, a small manor house is already nearly completely engulfed as more mist streams over into the town.
Oh,
That's
not
pretty not good.
That's not cool. Felix, did your light spell work on this stuff?
Oh, well, I've never really tried.
Try it now.
Alrighty. I cast the light spell on, I don't know, I'm sure I've got something. On a random object yet to be determined.
On a rock and toss that sucker in there.
That's exactly what I just said.
All right. So you cast the light spell on a rock and hurl it into the mist, and it seems to push it back a little bit, and it has a hard time pushing past it, but it does go around it and continues to swirl in. At this point, you hear a clattering from behind you, and several guards rush up, pushing a small handcart in front of them loaded with torches. They begin lighting the torches and passing them out.
Would you fellas like any help with that?
They quickly nod and toss you torches as they continue lighting them. Other guards arrive, picking up torches, and begin to surround the area with mist coming in, fencing it off and preventing it from spreading further into the town.
Alright. I sort of follow their lead.
All right, so you guys are joining them in the fence.
Oh, yeah, seems like fun.
All right. So, with the guards, several civilians, and your help, you do manage to prevent the fog from spreading any further. However, the manor house is now almost entirely engulfed in mist, and screams can be heard from inside. Along the wall behind the manor house, you can see guards pushing forward into the fog with torches held high, attempting to cut it off from the rest of the massive mist outside.
I don't know what protocol is. Do you guys want to charge up that house and try and save those people?
I don't see why not.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, I could use another buddy barrel, so they might have one in the house.
Maybe you could find like a buddy couch.
Ooh.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. You had me at couch.
You can dramatically faint into it at opportune moments. No one else has seen My Little Pony, huh?
No, I haven't.
You're on your own here, champ.
Yeah, sorry, bud.
Okay. As I said, let's go help those dudes.
Alright, I get this set up right here.
Quick, like, meta question. How would a torch work if I have a two-handed weapon equipped?
You better drop one of those things.
Yeah, that's a tough one. You'd have to either find some way to like attach it to yourself or to your equipment somehow, or
That's why you have the buddy
Oh,
barrel.
dude.
It's your torch holder.
Ah, yes. See? Good
some-
idea.
Something I just thought of that we need to do in this campaign. We need to like make a holster that you can put a torch in, such that when you when you pull out the torch, it like scrapes against some flint or something in there and automatically lights the torch.
Better idea.
Patented.
Felix can just cast light on when he be like his weapon, like he did the raw.
What if, and totally hypothetically, Felix isn't here for various reasons which have nothing to do with me, and also nothing to do with him being on the ground, being pushed there by me.
And there's no rats in this hypothetical situation,
And
right?
of course, yeah.
Well, the problem with that is I can't really just do it on like everything all at once. I kind of
not?
it only. Well, that's just not how the magic works.
Also, dudes, like, think about this. My idea would be way cooler. I'm
Who's
doing the
got a
finger
point?
guns again, even though you can't see it. I felt like it was important to have that in there.
It's always important.
That's certainly an idea.
Well, whatever. Stick that in your belt. Let's go.
As you were discussing all these entrepreneurial ideas for self-lighting torches, more screams continue to echo out of the house.
Alright, I guess that's the cue to let's get a move on.
Yep, let's go.
Onward.
I follow.
Alright.
Let's try to, like, open up that door.
Okay, give me just a sec here to finish getting this set up, and then I'll move you to the map.
Well, alright.
Alright, while you do that, I will leave for like a minute.
Yeah, great time for everybody to grab a drink, take a piss, whatever.
Ooh,
Or
okay.
it's a good
Drink
time. It's a good time to sketch
Don't
out a
say it.
patent.
Oh,
No,
okay.
for the self-lighting torch. What do you think I was gonna say? This
No
character's
idea.
100% weed all the time. Just because I live in California, I see how it is.
All right, BRB.
Alright, I'm back.
Huzzah.
So, serious talk for a minute while we wait on everybody to get back. Everybody all right with their doing okay with the coronavirus stuff?
Yeah,
I'm doing good.
about as well as we can. Again,
Yeah, I mean it's kind of business as usual for me. I already work from home. Everything's kind of closed now, and I was feeling a little crappy yesterday, but I don't have any flu-like symptoms or anything. But I've still kind of like quarantined myself in my home.
yeah. Luckily, I've been planning to self-quarantine for the last 24 years, so I got that pretty well in hand.
Yeah, Elizabeth and I were laughing that like, oh, you want us to stay home and not socialize with other people and stay away from people.
Yeah,
Huh.
darn.
Challenge
But
accepted.
what do you want me to do different?
Right.
Yeah.
Man,
Hey Adam, did you guys just get some snow over that way? I heard Madison just got kind of dumped on a little bit. I think.
No, it's fairly warm here. It's been rainy though.
Yeah, it's 65 here, and we're supposed to get snow tomorrow.
what?
I don't think we have any snow on the way.
Yeah, it's supposed to snow all day tomorrow.
Man, weird. It was 115 here yesterday, but tomorrow they expect it to snow. What?
Yeah, Denver's kind of strange like that. Like you'll get dumped on, and then it's like the next day everything's melted, and it's like 60 degrees.
I think it's because you guys are just so close to the edge of the atmosphere. There's just nothing there. It's like you get all the extremes.
I'll take it. Though there has been like a lot of, I don't know if I would necessarily call it panic buying, but there's a lot of people buying a lot of. I don't know how you guys are, but
It's pretty much the same.
I just want to ask
Yeah,
a question. What the fuck are all these people doing with all this toilet paper?
yeah, seriously.
They use one roll per trip. Come on.
That's what it's for, right? You take the whole roll, unwrap it, wipe, and then throw the roll away.
It's
See, here's the thing. I only like to wipe with the tube in the middle, so I have to get all the other stuff out of the way. It's a huge pain. Can't they just sell the roll? I mean, my gosh.
It would be so much more efficient for you.
Come on. Here's all you have to do. You take like a table saw, you cut the roll in half, such that you get 2 halves of the roll, and then you can just peel that out of there like pomegranate seeds.
And then throw the rest away. It's perfect.
I was gonna say, still, what am I gonna do with the rest of it?
You can just scoop it out like an avocado pit. You take a knife and you like stab it in there and you wiggle
Ah.
it a bit. Yeah.
Now you're speaking my language.
Alright, let me put it in the California terms.
Gotta add the avocado. Yeah, we had what we needed, but we were like out of potatoes or something, so we went the other day, and
Great.
the meat section is just like cleaned out.
Yeah.
There's nothing. And there's a lot of frozen foods that are the same way. Canned goods still haven't been hit too hard. There was some produce, but a lot of it was empty. So we'll see if it comes back up over the next week or two. But I think it's going to get worse before it gets better.
You think so? I kind of think it's going to start bouncing back like by the weekend.
I think some stuff will stop going out of... Like, some things will start to stabilize. Like, I think people probably aren't buying much more toilet paper if they've already gone out and bought, like, 3-packs.
Yeah, but all the people
I-
that didn't buy 3-packs,
No, you're right.
as soon as they see it, are going to go buy 3-packs.
I don't know about 3-packs. Well, you're probably right.
I mean, I could see that. You know, you have a scarcity mindset right now, right? So people are going to be like,
Right.
"Oh my god, you know, it's going to be another 2 weeks before it takes them to get." So I could definitely see how like toilet paper and hand sanitizer and that kind of thing, those will be kind of tanked. But I think meat and stuff is going to start trickling back, just for the sheer money of it, right? Like I think people will gladly
Right.
spend the $15 on 3-packs of toilet paper versus the 40 on multiple pounds of meat.
Yeah,
Right.
hopefully so.
That's fair.
We'll see if I'm wrong. Next week you can say, "Ha! Orsik,
You
you were
fool.
not very wise."
All right. So, can everyone see their tokens? And hopefully not much else. Just
I
the
can.
little
Correct.
to ground around.
Correct.
Okay. And I guess.
For posterity's sake, the buddy barrel is safely left at the inn.
I assumed you didn't haul it with you when you went to the potion. But if I'm wrong, please say so.
What can you
Okay,
make with
that
all of
was
this
a bold
salted
assumption.
meat? Wow, way to talk over me.
Thanks.
I mean, no, go for it.
No, sorry. What was your funnier joke?
What can you make with this salted meat? Can you make an antidote for my hunger?
Breakfast.
Actually, yes.
That's exactly what we can do with.
And I have a bunch of eggs too. But my only condition is you have to eat them raw.
Raw. Do you not eat eggs just with the shell still on them?
Yeah, exactly. I just munch them like candy.
It's like a Reese's peanut butter cup, except
Well,
replace
that's-
everything with something you don't want to eat.
Yeah, you guys don't want to know about all the gastrointestinal problems I have.
No. How do you think your constitution is so high?
Yeah,
It's like Rocky
True.
Balboa.
Say,
But now you know why my charisma is so low.
yeah, this weirdo just rolled up to me, started eating a raw egg, and asking me to do something. I'm like, hell no.
All right, almost got this ready.
I just had an idea for this character that I feel like might be too outrageous even for me.
Go on.
I was going to
Okay.
change like the little picture to just a marijuana leaf making finger guns.
Oh my gosh.
I realized that may be a bit too silly. So I'm taking it a little too far.
Well, but you could always just change your profile picture.
That's a good point.
All right. So at this point, you guys are still outside the house. They're not shown on the map here, but the guards are surrounding the house with the torches. Guards along the walls have pretty well re-established control of the wall and have relit torches there, preventing the flow of new mist from entering the town. But there is the swirling island of it around this manor house, which you're probably not as close as you are on the map, but that's all the room I have on the map. So I'll turn it over to you.
I'll approach cautiously behind some of my compatriots.
Yeah, I'll just walk up
And-
and I'll just open the door.
I like
I'm
it.
gonna. I will cast light on one of these torches.
Okay, so let me make sure everyone has the correct light settings. Felix, you've got.
I'm the only one without dark vision,
Yeah, you don't have.
but I've
dark
got the
vision.
light on me, so I think we're okay.
Yeah, you've got light. Orsik, are you lighting a torch or anything?
Yes, I have a lit torch in my hand, and then I'm gonna kind of say, if I can, my Great Maul is just kind of to my side, like I'm not really wielding it. I'm just holding it in the other.
Okay. See, this is where I have a tough time with the way they do dynamic lighting. I can either give you 60 foot of dark vision, or I can give you the 20 foot that you get from torch of bright light.
Okay, just stick to the light, the
I'll
dark
turn-
vision, and I was gonna drop my torch anyway for myself, like as soon as we get into battle.
Alternatively, you could make a token that's just a torch, and we have to carry that around with us as well.
Yeah, that's true. Just make it as a separate token.
Yeah, which it
Okay.
may be too much of a hassle for the moment. Because I would also like to have a torch in my hand, a lit torch. But I agree, I would probably drop it if danger does present itself.
This is a good idea. I like this.
I kind of don't want it to become too confusing later on if we encountered a situation where it's like, okay, now that we're in the action, let's make the torch, and then try to resolve that, in a dangerous environment.
All right, we're doing it this way. Whoever wants a torch. How many torches do we need? Who's carrying a torch?
I raise my hand.
I'll carry a torch.
I'm carrying my light spell lit torch.
All right. You're going to get a different one then.
And I'll have one too, so 3 torches.
4 torches.
Torches.
One of which has light
you
on it.
I'm just gonna add a. There. Oh, look at that. That works perfectly.
Nice.
Because it's got different settings than the others. 'cause it's
Beautiful.
brighter.
My God. Incredible.
I think you can actually, like, if I put this here and then select you, can I group this? Group. All right,
can.
Orsik, move yourself.
Oh. Alright.
Oh.
Can it be controlled by Orsik?
So,
The torch.
Yes.
yes. So what I found works is if you move the torch over to yourself
Oh, there you
and
go.
then highlight across yourself, it'll sort of stay with you if so long as you don't deselect your character.
I think I figured this out too.
Oh, I got it, Jesus.
Yeah, whatever
Hi-
you just did. to me.
Highlight, like, put the torch on top of yourself, click and drag to highlight yourself and the torch. And then if you
Oh,
right,
okay.
What a
if
great
you right
idea.
click,
Huh?
do you have an advanced option? If you like
No.
right click on yourself?
I
No.
don't.
Okay, that must
that
be-
is a DM privilege.
Yeah, that's a DM thing. Okay, never mind. Never mind then. You've all got torches, so I guess you just have to manage.
Sure.
Sure, we can make it work.
Oh, now that's interesting.
Yes.
Brag about it.
I got
Yeah,
it.
I can group them on my side so that, like, you stick to your torch, and if I move one of you, you both move, but apparently it doesn't apply on your side, so you can still, like, move out from
Oh, that stinks.
So that's lame. That would if that applied universally, so you were just stuck to your torch, that would fix this, honestly. Alright, so everybody has a torch. And Felix has a fancy torch. That isn't actually lit, but is glowing with a magical light. Woo!
Yippee.
So, Orsik, you said you were going to open the door?
Yes, Leroy Jenkins.
I'll be a step behind. you.
Alright.
Maybe not full on Leroy Jenkins, like burst through, but just open the door.
Okay. That's fair enough.
All right, chums, let's do this.
So, you burst through into the foyer or entryway of the manor house, and there's a carpet directly in front of you leading to a staircase that heads up to a balcony that circles the upper level. Marble floors on the bottom, with pillars on the sides supporting that upper level, and there are doors along both walls. Prominently featured along the carpet is the corpse of a man who appears to be very recently slain. The blood is still wet. Heavy mist kind of roils about the area, but dissipates a little bit as you enter with all of your light sources.
I'll run up to this guy and see if there's anything I could do for him
Give me a medicine check.
with my torch. Good thing I'm super good at those. Don't let me down.
You check, and despite your best efforts, it looks like he's still warm, but he appears to be.
I'm sorry, dude. We'll avenge you, I swear. Which way, dudes? And I'll turn back to my companions.
Is
So,
there any? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, the dynamic lighting didn't leave me much room to here, but there's doors. Basically, there 4 spots. 2 on the left wall, 2 on the right wall, and then back behind the staircase.
Is there any signs on the ground as to maybe if this guy was bleeding, leaving a trail of blood or anything like that might tell me where he came from?
The pool of blood appears to be restricted to pretty much right where he is, so he didn't seem to have come from anywhere. It happened here.
Okay.
Seemed like the mist just cut his jugular.
Well, should we go up, or do you guys want to stay on the first floor?
I'm a big fan of the bottom-up approach of exploration myself.
All right.
So what's behind door number 1?
Let's see. And I'll open up. I'll open up the side door.
All right.
Sorry, I keep losing my light source.
Accio torch.
Accio torch. I like it. Dynamic lighting. So, as you open the door, the roiling mist inside the room starts to dissipate, revealing a grotesque, misshapen parody of the human form that seems to be made out of the mist itself, almost, crouched over a prone form on the ground. As the door opens,
Fal, get out of there.
As the door opens and the light intrudes, it turns and hisses at you with an unearthly, high-pitched squeal and launches itself in your direction. Everybody, go ahead and roll initiative.
Don't like that thing. No.
Yeah.
Man, man, Fal, it's like looking in a mirror, huh?
First of all, I don't know what that means. I don't live in a cloud of smoke. And second of all, we got bigger problems to worry about. No, Felix.
Man, I haven't even gotten my dice out.
Zero! Who's a bitch now, Mr. Zero? Oh, look who's ugly
That's not
now!
even,
That happened last session too.
I was gonna say, that's not even the first time I've rolled a 0.
Oh, look at that. My 8's not looking so bad, is it? Oh, look who's ugly now.
Actually, you're top of the pile with an 8.
Oh, yeah.
This is sad.
Oh,
Is
it
it?
is especially sad.
Or is
You're
it
right.
totally expected?
The fact that it's expected makes it just even more sad, I think.
0!
Not a 0, another 0. Very important.
Why
I-
me?
I looked at the initiative order and I reflexively clicked on Felix's initiative to like, fill in the number. Oh no, wait, no, that's right. That's actually a 0.
It's exactly what Jacob did last game. He's like, oh man, I thought you just weren't in the initiative yet.
I looked over to the right side. It's an initiative 0 with a red box around it.
So, the mist creature hurls itself at Fal Dune, who's standing right in front of the door there. Let me make him a little bigger to fill the square. There we go. And its spectral arms lash out, and tendrils of fog trailing from them as it slashes across you. That will be an 11 to hit.
That is going to miss.
All right. It follows that up by leaning forward, opening its mouth wider than should be possible for a body of its size, and attempting to bite you. That will be a 14 to hit.
That one does hit.
All right. Take bad roll there. Take 3 piercing damage.
Cool, okay.
All right. And it is now your turn.
Huh, okay. Seeing this, I'd probably be more surprised than anything else, so I'll let out a shit, and I'll just try to like swing at it with the lit torch.
All right. I believe that would be basically a club, small cudgel, which is actually a thing. Hang on. Weapon.
Pretty sure it's like a 8d6 of bludgeoning damage. Log, does that sound right?
That sounds like super accurate, you know?
Yeah, I'd buy it.
1d4 bludgeoning, and I'll give you a minor chance of like, fire damage depending on the roll. So give me a strength-based attack roll.
Alright, just 1 second. Bam.
All right. Oh, nice. You even added it. I like it. You slam the torch into the side of the creature, and there's it gives a little grunt of pain, and you see a little bit of seared flesh where the torch struck it as well.
Alright. Then I'd like to like not turn back to my companions, but just like I'm not sure if there's a good word for it, but clearly still, you know, with the creature in mind, kind of be like, dudes, there's like a really bad dude in here, dudes. And I'd like to scooch around it. Pardon me, dude, and like get to this side of it, like go into the room, and like flank him.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, with the double doors, you should be able to do that.
All right, and I'll end my turn there.
All right, Orsik.
All right. Smash.
So Fal, you and Wit technically have it flanked, but there's kind of a wall there. I think I'll give it to you because I didn't say anything when you initially did it. I could have said that you should have gone further around to cover the flanking condition. So I'll give it flanked for now. I think in the future I'd probably say that in this particular layout it wouldn't count because of the wall between Wit and the creature.
Gotcha.
But for now you've got it. So you've got advantage with the creature being distracted, flanked. So you slam your great maul into it, shattering one of its limbs and dropping it to one knee, and it howls in rage at you.
All right. I think that's all I can do. So that's going to end my turn there.
All right. Wit, just as we move to you, from across the hall, you hear a slamming sound, and the door at the opposite end of the hall bursts open, revealing another of the creatures rushing towards you.
Great.
With Felix actually being the closest, it goes after
wonderful.
Felix. And lashes out with its claws. That will be a
Please don't hurt
16
me.
to hit.
Oh, yep, pretty sure that hits. Oh, yeah, uh-huh.
All right. Take 8 piercing damage,
Easy.
and then it lashes out with its claws again, attempting
Oh,
to.
thanks.
Seems to be energized by the wound it created before and the blood flowing from you.
Mm.
That will end up being a 19 to hit.
Yep, that hits me.
Take 4 piercing damage.
Alrighty.
I guess that would be slashing since it was the claws. Sorry.
Cool. Oh, that makes a huge difference.
I figured it would. See, it's not so bad. Slashing damage. All right. Wit.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try and finish off our first friend and stab him. If I can remember where the attack thing is. There. Yeah.
Oh no.
All right. So, with that one.
He's flanked though, isn't he?
I'm here.
Oh yeah. Nope. You do. I'm torn, honestly.
Is that wall? Yeah, I can't really tell. Sorry.
Yeah, just the positioning really makes it awkward, and I gave it to you last time, so I don't want to take it away from you this time. So I'll go there.
Did he just get
Oh, no.
giant? Am I seeing
Well,
this? Is everyone seeing this?
I disappeared, and I don't really know what happened.
You're still there for me.
Yeah, there's 2 of
Am
you
I?
now.
I
One
see.
really,
really?
small,
I
one
see
giant.
originally
What's
one,
up,
now it's gone.
guys?
Maybe just hit F5 and refresh the page.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, the wall really screwed it up on this one, and I don't want to take it away for the wall. It just messed up with the positioning. So I'd say in this case, he
Oh,
still
yeah, there I am.
technically he still realistically has people on opposite sides of him. So yeah, I'd say you still got him flanked. So how would you like to do it?
However the heck you kill a creepy mist monster, I imagine it's a lot of stabbing going, yeah!
All right, that's what you do. You stab the creature while screaming, and it kind of gasps and clutches at the wounds that you're making on it. And as it falls to the ground, it melts away and dissipates into a faint mist.
Don't like that thing. No, sir.
All right, Felix.
I look at whatever just inflicted harm on me. And I just go, ow! And with my right arm, I sort of like almost make a punching motion. And then hit it with a chaos bolt.
Ka-chow!
Let's make this happen. Let's see how this happens. Oops, hold on. We got this. Sure hope that worked.
It looks right.
Alright.
And despite like the crazy formula that Roll20 uses for some really weird ass reason,
Mm-hmm.
it seems about right. So yeah. Okay. Noting warbling mass kinetic energy of a creature within range. Damage rolls. One of the d8s. So on your d8s, you got a 7
So
and
it's
a 3.
So it's either fire or psychic.
Yep.
I feel like fire is a little more appropriate here.
All right. So,
Let me-
you slam a warbling, undulating mass of chaotic energy, and a wall of a ball of flame bursts out of its chest, scorching it, and an unearthly, high-pitched shriek emits from it as it screams in pain.
Alright, I'll keep that. And I don't really want to move because I'm in fear of my life, so I'll just kind of stay put. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. Okay. Alright, yeah, no, I'm done.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, Fal Dune.
All right, all right, all right. Ooh, how far can I move?
Thanks, Matthew McConaughey.
That's better than that. All right, I'm going to move to this other side of it, flanking it in the colloquial sense, if not in the D&D sense. And thinking it worked so well the first time. You know what? I'm gonna drop my torch and bring out my scimitar, which I'm 80% sure is what I have. And by scimitar I mean spear, because I just looked and that's what I have. And I would like
That's
to stab a
definitely
bitch.
All right.
Crap. Now where'd my torch go? There we go. That's where I drop it. Alright. Take this!
All right. Unfortunately, you are not able to connect. In its writhing pain, it's lashing out and rolling around so much that you miss, and the spear passes harmlessly next to it.
Dudes, get him! And that's the end of my turn.
Did it?
Yeah. That's all I
Alright.
got.
Orsik, back to you.
All right. Well, seeing Felix getting mortally wounded, I'm gonna run up here, surprise everybody with my Great Maul.
Holy gee, I sure am surprised.
All right.
Ooh. I can do two-handed weapon fighting style. Let's see.
Oh, don't you get to like re-roll the 1?
Yep.
All right. So you would get a 2 plus 3, so you'd have 5. No wait. 5 plus 2, so 7.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. So you slam your great maul into the scorched and writhing mist creature, slamming it to the ground where it continues to emit that high-pitched, ear-splitting shriek, but is still moving.
All right, that'll end the turn.
From the ground, the creature lashes out wildly towards Orsik. That will be a 19 to hit.
Hit.
Take 8 piercing damage. Sorry, slashing. And it continues lashing out. 15 to hit.
Miss.
All right. You manage to duck back after the first slash takes you across the shin.
My beautiful shins.
Don't ruin those.
My leg.
It's your most charismatic aspect.
I know. When your
All
short,
right.
stubby legs are your best aspect, things are, you know.
Hey, baby,
All
the
right,
best part of me is below the hips. Wink.
Ah!
God.
Boys are gross.
Look, that's why we need you here to balance out the party.
At least I don't
And
have
hopefully
pubes.
kill this thing, because they really need you to.
Okay, is that thing done lashing around?
It's still kind of writhing on the floor.
I think I should go finish it off. Yeah.
An admirable idea.
Right, let's try and stab this one. With a little less screaming.
All right. How would you like to do it?
Less screaming, still stabbing.
All right. All the screaming, or I'm sorry, all the stabbing, none of the screaming. Almost did that backward. Ooh. Dodge that bullet. The creature once again collapses to the floor and dissolves into mist, which just dissipates into the air.
Take that.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, take that.
Oh. Alright. I'm gonna pick my torch back up, sheathing my spear. So I'm paranoid about not having that around. Good.
Me as well.
Dude, I understand what all those people were afraid of with going into the dark without a torch or a light. That sucked.
It's pretty not great, I'll be honest.
Shit, there's a dude over there. Hold on. I just noticed that there's a person in that room, which I abandoned. I'd like to run back in there and see if they're okay.
So it's pretty clear, even without a medicine check, that this one is well and truly gone. The body appears to have been almost torn into pieces. Go ahead and give me an investigation.
All right. Investigation.
It seems like there's not as much blood around as there should be.
I'm not
Sketchy.
quite sure. Dude, shouldn't there be like I'm no blood expert, dude, but shouldn't there be more blood around? Actually, you know what, forget that. Is there anyone else in here who's still alive and in need of, I don't know, rescue?
No, you have not seen anyone else.
My hand slowly goes up.
Oh, dude, Felix, here we go, dude. Hold on.
I'll be okay, I'll just slowly bleed out here.
Dude, don't worry, I've got a better idea. And I cast Cure Wounds upon Felix.
Whoa, really? Hey,
Yes, there
thanks.
it is.
Thank you for allowing me to live. This is a very refreshing change of pace.
All right. Well, do we want to do door number 3?
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen?
I
Sure.
think we better. Dude, you seem to be really good at not being hit by these things, dude. Pointing at Orsik with finger guns. Why don't you open the door and we'll be there to if there's something else that jumps out at us, we'll be more prepared for it.
Sounds good to me. And I open the door.
All right. You attempt to open the door, but although you can turn the handle, it appears to be latched. Or locked, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say latched or locked.
My fault. I've been drinking.
Oh no.
Yo,
Yeah.
lock this up, dude.
Wit, I think this is for you.
think
And I
this is
point to
my...
the door. And I get out of the way.
I know this.
You know that gif of that guy rubbing his hands together? Like, that's what I'm doing right now.
I can see it in my head. You don't even have to post a link. I can see him.
Perfect.
God, he looks so smug and self-satisfied.
I know, right? Watch as I roll on that one.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, like stupid rogues. I would have to imagine that this house was owned by like the wealthiest of aristocrats who also happened to be safecrackers, and they had put in uncrackable locks on all of their doors in order to say if they failed any of the, any lock. Like, you can just open them all. Basically, what happens.
Or, and hear me out, you bar the door.
Oh, come on. I can still get in.
Can you?
It just requires a special tool, that's all.
Yeah,
It's called Orsik battering ram.
Yeah. Booting a sledgehammer.
Buddy barrel action.
So, you pick the lock and unlock it. Do you open the door, or are you leaving that for Orsik still?
I'm leaving that for Orsik. He's very good with doors.
Doors are my specialty. All right, and I'll just walk up then and I'll open the door.
Sorry, you broke up a little bit there.
I will walk up and open the door.
All right. So, as you open the door, a screaming sound bursts out of the room. Oh, Did anybody else get server connection interrupted, or just me?
Mine's good.
All right, let me refresh.
I think I'm okay.
I'm fine. My very,
Anyway, while I do that,
Just-
my very scientific Roll20 test has turned up negative for connectivity issues.
yeah, I'm reloading the page. So, anyway, as you open the door, a screaming sound comes bursting out of the room, and as you step in, you find huddled in the back corner next to what appears to be a piano, a small blonde child screaming in terror.
Yeah, that's an appropriate reaction to
Oh, absolutely.
me opening up a door.
Oh, not you, but for the mist creatures.
Yeah, sure, mist creatures.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I just kind of put my arms up and I'm like, not here to hurt you.
The scream cuts off as she notices that you do appear to be not a mist creature, at least. And you, looking at her tear-stained face, you can see that she's been hiding here for a little while, crying. There appears to be a small lantern lit on the north edge of the room that's bathing it in a soft, warm light, and no mist at all in here. From the corner where she is crying, she looks up. Do you know where my parents are?
I shake my head no.
Fal's eyes get as big as dinner plates, and he says nothing.
From the back, I quietly shuffle this individual who's laying here into the room with the other one, and then close the door.
So you're putting them both in that room and then closing the door.
Yeah, in room number 4.
All right.
Don't mind this big stain on the carpet.
It's from the mist monsters. Yep, they bleed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I
If
spilled
they
some
bleed,
cool.
you can kill them.
All right, well, can't see in that room. I would like to check for valuables, but I would also like to say.
Oh my god.
Give him
get
the
out of
sage,
my
I got the
kid.
cash.
I would also like to. I'm gonna suggest that she leave out the front door because it's safe. You can leave. No mist monsters. Head outside.
Yeah, like the guards will take care of you, dude. Just like if they got torches, nothing's coming anywhere near them.
The child, who appears to be probably 6 or 7 years old, is still crying and rubbing at her eyes. I don't know. I'm scared.
All right, that's all I got. So I'm gonna kind of shrug and just kind of glance around the room and see if I notice anything valuable.
Oh my god.
So fantastic.
It's wonderful.
All right. I'm using a little random trinket generator for here. Let's see. Looking around the room, obviously you see a piano on the back wall, and then on the south wall there's a small cabinet, like with doors on the front of it, and then in the north corner, I'm gonna guess that's a harp. That's the only thing that makes sense based on the shape of it, assuming this is top down.
Am I the only one who can't see into the room?
I also
No,
cannot see.
I can't get into it either.
Just making sure.
You should be able to step into it, right?
No,
I don't know.
I don't believe that's a fact.
Well, let me
I
try.
can't face through.
Really?
Oh, I'm already
Yeah.
in there. I don't know what
Oh,
you guys
I'm
saw.
I'm so sorry. Apparently, when I moved the door out of the way, that was when I was having disconnection.
My gosh.
What do you mean I could step in there the whole time?
It's Jason Bourne.
Yeah, so it doesn't look like anything valuable in here, so Orsik's gonna leave.
I'm gonna go console the crying child.
All right.
To the best of my limited abilities as a large elephant humanoid.
This probably works really well. Give me persuasion.
Yes, persuasion. The skill in
And
which
tell us
I
what you
excel.
say.
Well, don't worry, we're here to make all the mean mist things go away. So long as you stay with us and have a torch, Andy, you should be good to go. He says, not convincing the small child.
She still seems scared and remains huddled on the floor in the corner, clutching her knees to her chest.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It does get pretty scary out there, but you know what'll make it better? And I take out my magic torch. I cast light on it again, but now it's emitting like a cool blue, like a bluish light. And I say, if you hold that tight, they can't even get near you. And I just hand it to her. Whoa!
Little much. Hang on. Let's try this. That's better.
Whoa!
She takes the torch and kind of holds it up and moves it around, looking at the shadows it casts with the blue light, and seems to take some measure of cheer from that, and stands up, sniffling. Okay. Will you keep me safe?
Absolutely. I say, doing my best to cover my near mortal wound that I was just recently inflicted.
I'm gonna like peek my head in, and I'll say, "Oh, like, don't worry about it, dude. If you like lock that door up tight, like they won't get to you, and we'll stand out here to make sure they don't get in the door, right, guys?"
100%.
Sure.
You turn into Eeyore?
I guess.
I guess. Yeah, see? Like, ain't nothing getting through this door. Come on, guys, let's take up a defensive position.
Yes, defense. Oops. I totally meant to run headfirst into that wall.
All right. So you guys step out of the room, and I assume close the door.
Yes. And then I'll, like, say through the door, better lock that up tight. Don't want anything, you know, just to make sure they can't get to you.
You hear a couple of footsteps inside, and then the latch clicks as the door is locked. You can see just a faint blue glow from underneath the door from the torch.
Okay. I'll then whisper to Felix as he's closest. I really hope she doesn't try to open up that door and see us not there.
Oh, we're good. What are you talking about?
I would then like to sneak away from here to the other side of the hallway where the other door is. Like this one over here, that door.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, what do you think's behind this one? I think that works.
Hopefully, no more small children.
I mean, dude, at this point, I think I'd rather just take another mist monster as opposed to another kid.
I don't know that I'd go that far, but I appreciate the sentiment. I understand.
What a responsible parent.
Dude, but like, think of it this way: like, if they, we didn't know how to deal with that. Like, you certainly didn't. And I'll point to Felix. Like, I wasn't any better. Fucking, did you hear that? Fucking lied to a kid. I mean,
Yeah, but it made her feel better.
At this point, I'd rather be more concerned with your physical well-being as opposed to like what's up here. Like tap my temple.
I told you, I gave her the torch. She's basically indestructible.
Like an orphanage on fire when you guys get out of here at some point. Gonna have to go save all the kids.
Man, Jacob,
I'll be
why'd you leave that D&D campaign? I mean, we had to save kids. I couldn't deal with that. I'm a stoner.
Too many
What am I gonna
children.
tell him? Don't want to lie to him. Don't do drugs, kids. Drugs are bad. Except, you know, the kind that make you feel good. Those are okay. Like, come on. I'm not playing. Let's see, D&D. Dads and.
drugs.
Dare the campaign.
Yes, I'm not doing that. Hey, let's open up this door.
All right.
All right. I will open up the door.
The door opens easily, revealing a kitchen. So
Hey.
there's some prep tables along the south wall and in the middle of the room. You can see some supplies, a little bit, some food on shelves on the sides, and it looks like someone was recently preparing a meal here. There's some like half-chopped vegetables on the table in the middle of the room, but there doesn't appear to be anyone here now.
Do I see, dare I say it, a barrel?
I would guess there's probably like a small barrel. Maybe you'd
Buddy
call
barrel
it
V2.
a cask instead. On
what
one
a
of the side
cask.
table.
Okay, I've noted it. I might come back for that.
I'm sure Felix is making great notes right now.
That's right. I was
All
supposed
right.
to
All
do
right.
that.
Well then, door number 5, or do you guys want to go up?
It may as well. There's only one door to open. It'd really be a shame if there was something behind this one and we didn't know about it.
Oh, and I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna step in. I probably should have described this in the first place. On the north side of the kitchen, there is another door, as well as what looks to be a staircase leading down.
Yeah, sorry, I should have put my guy in there. Oh yes, there is. Look at that.
You're like squeezing
Well, I
past
bet
it.
there's barrels down there.
Oh, food! I mean, what do you think's behind that door?
There can't possibly not be barrels down there.
I feel like to stick with Felix's bottom-up approach, you know, we may have to go down those stairs to like see what's down, up, down.
Yeah, and there's other doors here too. And as you know, I'm excellent with doors.
That is true. We did handle that one. Like the one with the little girl, you know, not so much, but like the other one, top-notch, dude.
All right. You guys cool if I open this door right here?
Hold on, let me like boogie on past you. Eh,
Sure.
okay, I'm ready.
All right. I open this door.
All right. As you swing the door open, a broom pole comes slamming out of the door towards your head. That'll be an 11 to hit.
Yes.
And a woman's voice shouts from in the room, "Get back! No!"
All right, I put up my hands again and I say, "Relax. I'm not here to hurt you. I mean you no harm."
I'm half tempted to make you roll persuasion just every time you say something for the super charisma value, but I think that would just get dull soon.
I'm not here to hurt you. I'm just here to rob you. I mean, take your valuables. I mean, save you. Yeah, save you.
No way.
Holy
right.
What? 16 minus 4.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a nat 20.
What is your charisma?
3.
Don't you remember when we were making characters and he rolled like just terribly?
I don't, but holy fuck. Okay, well, never mind.
I told you he's pretty stinky, and I guess he eats eggs now.
Raw eggs.
Just raw eggs all the time. She stops attempting to hit you with the broomstick. Oh, thank God. Are those things still out there?
I think so.
Oh, she steps back away from the door, looking around as if they're standing right behind you. What? I've got to get out of here. Have you seen Polito?
If Polito was a small child, then yes, we have. She was in her room just down the hall.
Oh, thank goodness. Oliba will be so happy. I'm Rocilio, and I work in the kitchen here and do some work around the house. Can I get out? Can I take Polito and get out? Is it safe?
Yeah, we got
Yes.
guards just outside the front door with a bunch of torches and stuff. You know, you'd definitely be safe with them, dude.
Oh, thank God. Marty and Oliba were upstairs somewhere, and Galindo, he's our manservant. He was down in the cellar, I think. They've and several of the guards around too. I think they're still around somewhere.
Well, we'll be sure to get them out safe as well, dude. Just be safe on your way out, citizen.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna go get Polito and run. Thank you.
Yeah, good thinking.
She dropped her behind you. Whoop. She runs out into the kitchen and then exits into the foyer. And you hear her knocking on the door across the hall to get Polito to open the door.
All right, I'm just gonna take a quick peek in. Doesn't look like anything of note.
Yep. Looking in that room, it appears to be the servants' quarters. There's a small chest, like for personal belongings, in the corner there, and then 3 small, narrow beds.
All right. Well, then door number 2 or 7.
Sure.
I'm gonna open up this door.
All
I'm
right.
gonna stay back here.
Opening up that door, I don't have the dynamic light to do it. When you open that door, you poke your head out along the back side of the house. So you're looking at like a 20-foot span, and then the wall with the guards on top of it. It looks like the torches are now completely relit across the top of the wall, and the fog on the outside of the house has pretty well burned off. So there's not any remaining lying around here. Just have the inside to deal with.
Okie dokie. Oh, I just remembered. XP for those 2 things.
I did not write down what to value them at, so I need to figure that out in a little bit here. So
Okay,
I'm
problem.
making a note of how many of them.
They're made of mist, they give us no experience.
Shush.
Yeah, if there's no body, there's no XP.
Right? You can't prove it. So
It's like eating a mouthful of air.
yeah, I had something I was basing them on, but I don't remember what it was now, so I gotta go and find that again. And
Well, they're weird, grotesque humanoids made out of smoke. They might be Fal Dune, but I'm not sure.
Look, number one, I already made that joke. Number two, that's offensive.
Oh, I
and
made it
number
first.
three, I mean, I didn't play D&D to be called out like this. That's why they made such a serious character, is to not be called out.
Yes. I apologize.
Plus, please don't kill me to see if there's a body left behind. I feel like that experiment would really be not worthwhile.
Challenge accepted. All right. Well, do you guys want to go down or up, or Feng North?
I think Feng North's not a terrible idea.
All right. We'll just make our way then. Back this way.
Okay, so you're going back out to the. Back out to the.
Yeah, that's where I meant by Feng North. Sorry, I know that wasn't super descriptive.
I should have known. Like, I should be able to figure this out.
Well, I made my decision.
All right, everybody ready?
As
I was ready to tell everybody.
I said it
And
first. that
I
time.
open the door.
All right. You swing the door open, and to the right layer to do that for you. And step into a large and fairly elegantly appointed dining room.
All right, coast clear.
There are plates set for dinner. However, no one appears to be here to enjoy them, aside from a corpse lying along the west wall.
Is that a door I see over there in the west?
Yes.
Please,
Alright.
he's just lousy with doors.
I'd like to check this box.
Check the body for what?
Valuable. Valuable.
Okay. Investigation. All right. Searching the body, it appears to be a reasonably well-to-do like hired guard for the household. You find a short sword, a dagger, 2 gold coins, and a leather bracer carved to look like snake scales. I'll toss that in chat real quick too.
This guy was loaded up to the eyeballs. How'd he ever beef it?
All right, cool. I'm gonna take all that stuff.
All right.
I guess we'll continue. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, may as well.
And I'll open this door.
All right. You open this door to find the bathroom.
Hey, my second favorite place.
This is where I bathe.
All right,
Well,
just
they
a
call it
bathroom.
right? Those basins in the floor with the water. That's for bathing.
Oh yeah, that's where you like wash your hands, dude. Please don't do that, dude. That was a joke. I really hope you don't do that. If you don't mind me saying, dude, you really don't need the help.
I don't think I've ever been happier for someone to open the door for me. I'm like plugging up my trunk to try to avoid smelling it.
We should like get out of here as soon as possible, dude.
That's a good idea.
You know,
So, upstairs or downstairs?
I feel like there probably won't be anybody in the cellar. We may have heard him. Let's like go upstairs.
Agreed. And also, the stairs are right here.
That is a
Oh,
good
I
point.
thought the...
No, we're going upstairs. Stairs are right here.
Alrighty.
Good point, dude. Felix, you did make a valuable point.
Yeah, I tried. I do what I can.
Sounds good. I start heading upstairs.
Room. I'll go upstairs as well.
Ooh, hang on. Just a sec. Trying to fix this map issue. That. Alright, and let me grab you guys. So if you scroll to the right, you should be able to find yourselves again.
Aha. Ooh.
So, going up the steps, you find a kind of a balcony that you could see from down below that circles the room.
I see.
So yeah, that area in the center, aside from the steps, would be the floor below.
I see.
And then there are 4 doors leading off of this balcony.
Hmm.
All right. Who's ready
you
to
put-
save some people?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Yeah, let's get to it.
All right, I'll open Fing North.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
All right.
Worked well for us last time.
I'm gonna stand slightly Fang south.
So you burst into this room and find what appears to be the master bedroom. There is a light on one side of the room, but on the far side of the room, you find a body dressed in a fairly well-cut dress made of fine material. Similar to the one downstairs, there appears to be, for all of the various grievous wounds that have been dealt to the body, there doesn't appear to be quite enough blood around.
Get the blood.
Well, the last time that happened, I almost died, so I'm really not liking the looks of this, if I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, sketchy. Anybody don't look at anything before I open up door number, I don't know, 16, whatever we're at?
God, this building's got so many doors, I can't even keep track of them.
Dude, mental
No.
note, we should become carpenters just so we can make doors for places. I think we'd make a killing in this town. Who's with me?
I like this idea.
Apparently someone's
I have
already
some
made
proficiency in stonemasonry too, so I can make some pretty badass doors.
I think someone's already monopolized the doors, because I've seen about 5 quintillion of them today.
Alright, we'll put a pin in that one.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna open up this door.
Have
All
fun.
right. As you swing the door open, you see another small bathroom, along with a bathtub this time. And on the far side of the room, standing next to the bathtub, is, in the swirling mist, another of the mist creatures.
Woohoo.
Danger! Danger!
Hello, my friend. I see you are
Hello.
wreathed in mist as well. We can form an alliance.
Everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh,
But,
Yes.
your negotiation fails, unfortunately.
I suppose that concludes negotiations.
You try.
Oh yeah. Go us.
Man, if you get a
Oh.
0 again,
Please don't roll a
Die.
0.
It just... I got something more distraught. It says you attempted to use a roll command. Get out of here.
It's because you have to
Looking
click on
for
your...
the value of... I know.
Yeah.
I think I'll be honest, I'd take that over an actual 0.
I think you just underflowed the value. Oh yeah! Improvement!
Why?
job.
Technically improved.
Nice move.
Oh my god.
But, why though?
Because you didn't randomize your dice.
Ah, damn, I knew I was doing something wrong.
That's where it failed.
All
All
dead.
pros do that.
Didn't randomize the dice. That's got to be it.
oh,
All right. Sort this.
Well, I'm at the bottom.
Fal Dune.
Maybe if you weren't a creature that was so heavy, you wouldn't constantly have to be at the bottom. But look at it this
I'll
way.
be honest. I don't think it would help.
But now it looks like you're carrying the team by always being on the bottom.
Yeah, there you go.
Like if you look at the initiative thing, it looks like you're literally picking us up.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
That's what I was going for.
I understand this may be an unorthodox approach. I would like to throw the torch past Orsik and into the bathroom where the mist creature is. And if I can hit the mist creature with the torch, that would be even better. But mostly I just want to put light into where the bathroom is.
Okay. I would say give me a thrown weapon attack, like you were throwing a dagger.
Okay. How do I not have that? I thought for sure I would have had that. Okay. I'll throw a spear and we can modify anything as needed.
Okay.
Put that to Dex.
Yeah, it'll pretty much just be the damage. So.
Yo.
With that attack roll, I'll say that you can hurl your through the air over Orsik's head, since he's short. It works, and land it in the middle of the bathroom.
I will take that.
All right. So as the torch lands, it begins to burn off the mist surrounding the creature, and I can't say what the creature does yet. No.
Right.
We'll get to that on its turn.
I'll then take a step over this way and end my turn there.
All right. Wit.
Sorry, Yanni in real life. Let's see.
Another mist monster.
Oh
Again.
man.
We
It's getting near my
for her,
bedtime. Okay, so we got him. Oh, did not count my squares at all. I apologize.
It's okay. There's not very many of them.
Okay, well, Yeah, we get into that there bathroom.
Actually, I didn't even check to see if the measurements are right. Yeah, they're pretty close, actually.
Yeah. Okay, so said Miss Monster is still in there, so I'm gonna try and stab it. Dramatic pause, dramatic pause.
Those are the best kind of pause.
Right.
All right. You slam your rapier into the mist creature where it stands in the corner, and it gives out a shriek of pain.
That's what I like.
Okay. Orsik.
All right, I'm gonna run in here too. It's a party. I'm also gonna drop my torch in front of the door, and
All right. You swing your maul at the creature, but unfortunately duck behind that little half wall next to the... I guess it's not a toilet. Next to the
Privy.
crapper hole. Privy. Yeah, I'll go with that. That's probably more elegant.
More elegant than crap hole? Nonsense.
You drop it right next to the
But
fecal
it manages to
aperture.
duck behind that little half wall, so the great maul... Anything else?
nope, that's it.
All right. It's now the creature's turn. Throwing back its head and emitting an ear-piercing, shrieking howl, it launches itself at Wit. And I guess it's already in the right square for that. That will be a 9 to hit. I don't think that's going anywhere.
No.
And then a 17 to hit. That might go somewhere.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. That will be 9 slashing damage.
Dang!
And then we go to Ferdinand, Felix, Kleagort.
Oh, must be at the bottom of the initiative. I'll sorta peek my little head around here. and unleash a hopefully devastating ray of frost at the mist monster. And hope it doesn't solidify the monster and make it an even more formidable foe.
All right, 15 versus AC. That connects, so you slam a ray of frost into the mist monster,
Whoa.
freezing one side of it briefly and slowing it down for us two.
I'll keep it.
All right. Anything else?
I think I'll just duck behind here real quick just to secure the exit. Yeah,
Good plan.
exit secured.
As you do that, in response to the shriek of the mist monster, the door behind Fal Dune shudders as if under a great impact, and then following another impact gives way and bursts open, revealing another pair of mist creatures, more like giant spiders crawling around on grotesque limbs that end in human hands, which come
What the
bursting
fuck?
into the room.
All right. Nightmare
Fuck me
fuel.
hard.
Who's ready to go to bed now?
Yeah.
I'd like
And
to
them
see
bursting
this.
down the door was their turn, so we go to Fal Dune.
Like they rolled lower than me on initiative? Whose mic might be muted.
Sorry, I was busy laughing. Okay. I'm going to turn and yell at my companions. Dudes, like, this isn't gonna make a lot of sense, but, like, only hit the ones that are made out of mist. And then I will use my inaugural usage. Dramatic pause. Dramatic pause. Ah, here we go. Bam. Of wild shape.
Oh!
Damn.
Happening.
All right, give us a great description. Go for it.
Okay. Fal becomes enwreathed in mist, but like, you know, the good kind. You know what I'm saying? As I shoot more finger guns at people who aren't really here. And, like, the form which makes Fal... Like, imagine you have something that's made out of clay and you just smush it up into a big ball, and then it gets shaped into something else by mysterious and otherworldly forces. And then... Ah, crap. I was hoping to, like, change my picture to this. But, you know, I'll deal with that later. Where there was once Fal, there's just a giant spider. Like, a very big, very giant spider.
Okay.
So I would like to turn into a giant spider.
Got it.
Which I have, in fact, seen, as we just killed one last time.
That's true. I don't remember the rules for that. Is that like your... Or do you still get movement? Or...
Because of the subclass I picked, that counts as a bonus action.
Oh, cool. Carry on then.
Yeah. Hold on. You gain the ability to use wild shape on your turn as a bonus action. Additionally, there's some other stuff, but that's largely unimportant. Okay. So I have the form, the abilities, the actions, the strength, dex, and charisma score of a giant spider for the moment. So hold on. Let me see if I can do this just to make it a bit more easy to comprehend visually.
Hang on.
That.
I can work with that. Well, maybe. My freaking browser will respond.
I just dragged and dropped a file, and I hope it works, but it's not giving me a bar or anything, so... here we go. Bam. Save those changes. I'm glad it made the window ludicrously huge. Come on. Spider, go away. Wait, we got... Shit. Boosh! I'm gonna tuck Fal into a corner somewhere where we won't miss him.
Okay. Hey, cool. Yeah. You
No.
got it then.
I can't see from this one.
Hang on. I can fix that. Represents character, Fal Dune, advanced. Spiders have dark vision, don't they?
Yes?
I'm almost positive.
I'm going to pull up the monster manual.
There.
Huzzah. Alright then. Now, as a spider, and since I still have my action, I would like to bite said spider. Or rather, I would like to bite the other spider.
Alright.
Perfect.
Got some hot spider on spider action going on.
Well. Right.
You've never seen a human hand fondle a spider, you've missed out, I'll tell you what.
Well, it's 8 human hands in this case.
Oh, each one of them's got 8 hands?
Yep, each leg ends
What?
a human hand.
That's smart.
I might not have described that very well in the first go around.
No, you're good. I just figured it's like, oh, you know, humans only have 2 hands. I figured the spiders would follow suit, but that was silly of me to assume such a thing.
Sorry, I hadn't thought to plan this out for some reason.
Never thought it would come to this.
DM, I'd like to ask a question. If I had rolled another 0, would each of these have initiative of -1?
I suppose it's possible.
I feel like it was a DM-ly move to bust them out after the first full round of combat. Oh, alright, thanks.
Yeah, you can get negatives, so.
I'm sorry. Sorry for holding this up.
Oh no, it's
Oh,
all
your
good.
Bam.
fault.
Hopefully that'll do it. Well,
And it's so appropriate.
I don't think it's working correctly. Let me try that again.
This is fantastic. I guess let's roll a 1d6.
Okay. If there's like a spider equivalent of like, I don't know what I'm doing, that you guys hear that?
This is my first time as a spider. What do I do?
What's
What do I
happening?
do with my? All right. You are. You attempt to bite the other spider, but you're so distracted by the feeling of being in this whole new body that you actually miss and manage to make yourself self-conscious, and that you are now distracted and will have a -1 to your next.
Well, okay.
So just save that away somewhere.
All right. Noted.
And that was Fal Dune. So, Wit, from your vantage point, you would have heard the banging and crashing and spidering. And then, if you looked that direction, obviously you'd be able to see them.
See that hot spider on spider action?
Exactly.
Ugh.
Just what every girl wants.
Yep, that's what I fantasize about, definitely. Any hoozle, is this creature still alive in front of me? I can.
It is indeed. It's wounded. It's been hit several times, but it is still very much alive.
Alright, well, it hit me, so I'm gonna hit him again.
You lash out with your rapier, attempting to skewer the mist creature, but it's now focused entirely on you and dodges your attack.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh. All right. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right. Orsik.
Smash!
Yes.
That definitely hits. Jeez. This is why you
Mutilated
guys bring him around, I guess.
Yeah, he smells kind of bad, but man, can he swing a maul?
Oh run.
So while the mist creature is dodging the delicate rapier slash of Wit, you slam your 8-pound great maul down on its head and collapse it to its knees with a crunching sound. It's still alive, but is in very rough shape.
All right. Yeah, I think that'll do it for me. I'll end my turn there.
Okay. It is now the mist creature, and it feebly attempts to lash out at Wit in a desperate attempt to stay alive. That will be a 9 to hit. I don't think that's going anywhere. And with its second attack, a 14 to hit.
That meets my armor class.
Okay. Take 5 slashing damage.
Guess what, everyone? I'm passed out.
Woo!
Worried spider sounds.
Oh, no, it's bad.
Worried spider sound. What do worried spider sounds sound like?
Hold on.
Okay. Okay.
That's
All
what
right,
I assume
noted.
it sounds
About
like.
accurate.
And none of you
All
can
right.
prove me wrong.
That was the creature. Felix.
Alright, well, I see these two incorporeal spiders, sort of in this general area. And I'm gonna try to slam one of them with a chaos bolt. Once I get this thing back up. And I would also like to use this feature, the Tides of Chaos, where starting at first level, I can manipulate the forces of chance and chaos to gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. So there you go. And then it's got some other stuff after that that lets me regain it, but it's not particularly important right now, so I'll just skip it.
Okay.
So let's cast this. But hey!
Damn.
9.
So you're going after spider. things?
This one right here.
Okay. So that is 6 and a 4. So you've got poison and.
I think force seems a little bit more useful in this scenario.
All right. How would you like to do it?
Let's see, let's get some appropriate force looking colors here. And my right hand furiously lashes out and chucks just this weird, like, bolt of energy at this spider creature, which zaps it and sort of shoves it so hard against this back wall here that I tried to color in, that it just sort of dissipates into the mist from whence it came.
All right. The creature slams back into the corner, and as it dissipates away, it leaves behind it a puddle of blood on the floor.
Ooh. Alright. I don't think that was me. Can I help you, Hunter? I'm good for now. That's really all I got. Can I help you?
All right.
Sorry, my cat is taking control of my desk.
It's his turn to play, clearly. The other spider creature bursts through and attacks Fal Dune.
Oh no, just like...
That will be rid of guys. 13 to hit.
Negative spider sounds.
Negative spider sounds. Does that mean negative like you feel bad, or negative like it doesn't?
Negative like... Negative like a no.
Sorry, that time you were actually breaking up, but I'm assuming it's an.
That's fine. Negative is a no, that does not hit.
Okay. And this one does not have multi-attack. It lashes out with its mandibles and attempts to bite you, but is unable to. And it is now your turn.
Nice whiff.
All right. Oh, you know that thing that frogs do, where it's like they puff up their chest and it's like, you want to go, you want to go. Imagine a giant spider doing that, and then biting a mist spider. That's what happens.
Okay.
Yo.
What a DM. Okay.
Fuck. Okay, macros don't work like I thought they did. Can I edit? There we go. Hold on. Trying to furiously copy and paste. Bam, save. And now roll it. Hey!
Ooh.
I only rolled the 2.
Attack roll damage.
Yes, so the first... I wanted to roll 2, so we have like advantage, disadvantage if we need it. If we don't need it, just use whichever one's higher.
Okay. So yeah, you definitely connect, and you manage to bite into the opposing spider creature and take a large chunk out.
Boosh. And it has to make a Constitution save, or else be poisoned.
All right.
It has to be 11.
And it beats 11. It gets a 14.
Damn it. Alright. I continue to make angry spider sounds at the spider, hoping that it'll confuse it. It'll throw it off its game.
All right. Wit. I need a death save.
I really should have been looking for them. Are you okay with just... Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's on the front page.
Oh,
It's the button. Ah, there we go. Ooh.
Oh.
Maybe hit the different button next time.
I'll randomize the dice next time.
It's a good
Yeah,
idea.
you really got to randomize there. It's not going to work out. All right. Orsik. I believe the mist creature in front of you is feeble, but still alive, and Wit has collapsed next to you.
All right. Let's fix one of those problems.
I hope he doesn't mix them up. All right. You attempt to slam your maul into the mist creature, but it makes you writhe out of the way before the maul comes crashing down into the floor.
Okay. I'm going to use my action surge to use another normal action and attack again. Follow up.
He's so impressed, he's speechless.
Did I do it?
Either that or his
I do the
internet
good?
connection. His, I think he actually hit the mist monster and the DM's internet connection with that hit.
No. Alright, I guess since he's gone and my character's down, that makes me the de facto DM.
Yeah.
I can see the code.
Alright, wait, roll another death save. Oh, look at that. 4 nat 20s. Oh,
Wow!
you're alive!
Better than ever.
Suddenly,
Okay,
one
you're
of the
back.
mist monsters comes back and resuscitates you.
It's a cool mist monster.
All right, sorry, my internet dropped. I've been dropping packets. I think having everybody be home is messing with it right now. Damn.
Can you know it on my computer?
Yeah, no worries.
So you did a second attack, basically. It looks like.
Yeah, so I used action surge, and it gives me another full action, so I use that to attack.
Okay. How would you like to do it?
I just come crashing down on its head with a follow-up swing, smite it into the floor.
All right. You slam your maul down on its head, and the creature collapses to the floor and then dissipates into mist.
Can I help her up? Her being in the same turn?
So you've used your action already, so I don't think there's anything else you can do for her at this point.
Okay.
The only
Okay.
thing you would have left is a little move.
then that's gonna end my turn right there.
All right. Felix.
Hey, how's everything going in the bathroom over there?
Not the greatest, but not the worst either.
Since I didn't hear anything that sounded like Wit talking, I think I'll come on in there so long as no one's actually using the bathroom.
No, you're safe.
Oh, thank goodness. And I will attempt to help Wit in any way that I possibly can.
So, if you have, well, obviously you know if you have healing spells. You could also do a medicine check to attempt to stabilize her without help.
Well, that's, we'll try that and pray I don't roll another 0. Hey, that's progress.
So you are not able to stabilize her.
Well, that's shocking. Alright. Then with my last bit of my turn here, I'll just sort of take up a defensive posture around Wit, such that if another mist monster comes from somewhere, we'll be prepared.
Okay.
And that's all I got.
And we'll go to the Mist Spider's turn. It's going to lash out at Fal Dune again in spider form. That's going to be like a 5. That's not going to hit. So it tries to bite you again, but with the use of all these extra limbs, you're able to deflect it and keep it away. And it is then your turn. That would
sorry.
be Fal Dune, sorry.
Sorry, I was just busy. Okay. I'm gonna take a very nervous glance back in that room. See that my two very dear, very trusted friends are surrounding Wit, who appears to be in bad shape. And I'll assume Felix is there and he's smart. So, you know, they got that under control. I'll just try to bite this spider. You know how it is. Normal Wednesday for me.
Okay. That definitely hits. So you latch on with your mandibles again and manage to tear another chunk off the spider. And I assume you have to make another con save.
Yeah. It's gotta be an 11.
All right. He is not able to beat it that time. What's the effect?
Boost. Bam! He gets poisoned. Fuck, I didn't change that one as well. Alright, hold on. Do over. Bam. Slap that bad boy on there. Hey.
All right. So you bite the mist spider, and it at first it seems to be resisting the effects of any sort of toxin or poison, but after a few seconds, it does stumble a bit, collapse to the floor, and then dissolve away into mist, leaving only another puddle of blood.
Oh, thank goodness. Relieved spider noises.
The wrong color.
I'm then gonna
That's better.
boogie over to the bathroom, story my life, and make inquisitive spider noises at the door.
Okay.
Sorry.
Making spider noises at the door.
Sorry, allow me to simulate inquisitive spider noises for all those who may not know.
All right.
Can I help you?
Wit. I guess we need another death save. And let me just say, don't you die on us.
I know, he's so sad.
Woo!
Oh,
Yes!
thank God.
Woohoo! You are stabilized. A nat 20 stabilizes, right? Or is it plus? Is it just +2?
As written,
I will say it stabilizes.
as written, I feel like I should tell you it's +2. Although we could make up whichever house rule we want. I'm just saying. I would. Part of me says we may not want to do 20s and automatic you live, because like the flip side of that is 1 is an automatic you die, and I super don't want that to happen.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Okay, so you're teetering on the brink, but you flip back to the positive side. You're closer to life for now, Wit.
Yay, closer to life.
All right. And we'll kind of abandon the turn order at this point since all of the opponents are dead.
Okay.
Somebody gonna help her out, I assume.
I'm going to pull Fal out from retirement. I will unbecome a spider, and like shove away any person necessary. Where it's like, dude, get, fuck. And I cast Cure Wounds on Wit, as I'm sure you could tell by my illegible ramblings.
Such eloquent oration.
I'm gonna go pick up my torch.
All right.
Wait, can you hear me? Do not go towards the light. Unless it's a torch, in which case you definitely want to do that.
So you are conscious again, Wit.
Yay, thank you.
Oh god, like, don't mention it, dude. Just like, I really hope that doesn't happen again.
Oh, me too.
Man, you didn't even tackle her that time.
I'm gonna ignore the negative energy coming from the large elephant man.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Wait, I'm glad you're okay. For the record, I tried to help, and this may surprise you, but it didn't really help all that much. I'm glad you're better. And, I'll try to do better next time, I guess.
I can't be mad at this poor elephant man.
That is false. It'd be really easy to.
Like, I was just dying, but I like want to go hug him. But also not, because Wit doesn't want you to know that she's actually nice. So
I'm just gonna awkwardly stumble out of the room.
So you have slain the mist monsters. Looking across the rest of this room, obviously it is a master bedroom. Bed, 2 end tables. There's a table in the lower left corner, and then like a chest of drawers on the right side. The door that the spiders burst out of, you can kind of see through into that room, and it appears to be an office with a desk and a chair and a little side table over on one wall. Or I'm sorry, a bookshelf on one wall. So, anybody checking anything else?
Is there anything cool on the desk?
Go ahead and give me an investigation to look through the desk.
Yes, investigation, my strong suit. Wow.
It actually was.
I didn't know you could put 2 numbers next to each other like that.
So, you take a look across the desk, and going through the drawers and looking at the top of it, you see some business ledgers for the owner of the manor. You find 4 gold coins in one of the drawers, as well as a dagger with a ruby in its hilt. Seems to be used as a letter opener, sitting on top of the desk.
Well, that looks
But otherwise,
dope.
it's just like paper, parchment, quills, that sort of thing.
How big is this ruby we're talking about?
Let's say about the size of your pinky nail.
Well, that's still fairly substantial. And I don't have a letter opener yet. I would like... Is there any, like, blank parchment on this table?
Yes.
Aw, hell yeah. I would like to grab some blank parchment.
Okay.
They got it.
Go ahead and add. I don't know if we're actually tracking the number of sheets of parchment you have, but add like 10 or something to your inventory.
Easy. And do they got any ink in here?
Yeah, there is a small bottle of ink stoppered with a cork.
Easy. I would like to procure that as well.
All right. Is that everything?
Find it. I don't know. Hey, does anybody here need a letter opener and or a ruby the size of your pinky nail?
Now, are we talking my pinky nail or your pinky
I was gonna ask the
nail?
same thing.
I'll be honest, it's kind of tough to judge, but I'm gonna say yours.
Oh.
That was the intent. Yeah. I thought about that after I said it. Like, they're ignoring it. I'll just gloss over it.
We ignored nothing.
Right.
It's about the
I
size
should
of
know
your
better.
ear. Hey now.
Hey,
Now we're talking.
Wait, in recompense for your near-death experience, I bequeath to you this letter opener.
oh, thanks.
I wish that's how wills worked. In my will, I leave my family with Bill Gates' fortune.
So, who else is checking something out?
I will want this north door. Is that still closed or is that not?
It's a window. It just looks out over the
Oh.
the rear area of the house.
Okay, in that case, yes, I will look around.
Right.
Specifically the dressers. I think you said there was 2 dressers on both sides of the.
There's a dresser on one side and like a table on the other. So,
Or yeah, I'll go check the dresser.
okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation. And if anybody else is searching anything else, let me know what it is and give me an investigation.
Hey.
Oh, I'm good.
All right, Orsik, you go look through the dresser, and it seems like all you can find are women's clothes. They look to be sized. They're like elegant, tasteful gowns, and they look to be sized about right to fit the corpse on the floor.
Hard pass.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Sorry, my internet's still acting up. I might not be getting everything. Anybody searching anything else?
No, I'm good.
I think I'm fine.
All
I
right,
think that's good.
I think that's a good stopping point for tonight.
Alright.
Sounds good. That was a lot of fun.
I quite
Yeah,
concur.
for sure.
Yeah, packed a lot of action in there.
Mm-hmm.
I went back and looked up what I was looking for. So for the initial mist creatures that you found, those are going to be 100 XP each, and there were 3 of those, so that'd be 300. And then the crawling ones, the spiders, are 50 each, so 400 XP total.
Ooh.
Which, if I go and look, what are you at now?
975.
75.
Okay, you're gonna go up another level after you get out of here. It looks like.
My god.
Don't get too into it though, because it starts to get pretty steep from here.
Yep.
Mm.
Alright, new plan. We just waylay them on the way to the inn. They never get to sleep.
Right. And more mist creatures. They just constantly come in over the walls until you die.
I mean, it's the mist. What are we gonna do? Kill them all?
It's like a D&D version of like Battle Royale.
It's horde mode for D&D.
Yeah.
So
Wait, and after the 15th mist monster, 4 bears join the fray.
Why is this happening?
This town's cursed. Fuck this. I'm leaving.
Set the whole town on fire. We out.
So
Can't get haunted if it's on fire.
there you go. So yep, we've got a little more information about the mystery, about what's happening, and
Mystery.
Hey.
Yay, mystery. I'm gonna have to use that. I totally meant to do that. That's intentional. Yep. Got some clues about what's going on and your building backstory and habits and acquiring things and making friends. So, I think it's going well.
I agree.
Couldn't agree more.
It's gonna also.
Oh yeah.
So, as far as I know, I'm free next week. I have a feeling that's going to continue for a while since quarantine and all.
Mm.
Until
Pandemic or something.
until approximately next summer.
I I'm honestly really unsure. They're talking about the whole flatten the curve thing, and like with the projections that they're supposedly putting out there to get like whatever percentage of the population would have to have this and spread it out over enough time. I feel like 6 months or something.
Whoa.
So I hope it doesn't run that long, but this may be the summer.
I sure hope not.
Don't like that.
I think they were talking about the last thing that was this bad was the 1918 Spanish flu. It was like the last
Jesus.
comparable event.
I mean, let's be honest though, it was really the 1918 everywhere flu. It's just Spain wasn't participating in World War I, so they're like, dude, we're getting fucked by this flu. And everyone else was like, yeah, it sucks to be Spain.
I mean, we wanted the Roaring 20s, right?
Yeah, that's true. We wanted the Roaring 20s. We're just a little behind on our timeline, but we're getting there. No, hopefully everybody stays safe and, wash your hands, don't kiss strangers, and,
Aw.
Already done, way ahead of you.
right. And play lots of D&D, because this is totally safe, and we can't make each other sick through here. It's great.
100%.
Indoor activities. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Yeah, that sounds like a good deal to me.
Dude, you know what they say about D&D players? They never have intimate contact with other human beings. Like, I'm good to go.
I've heard of other humans. I just haven't seen them with my own eyes in so long. I forget what it's like.
I haven't
What's
really-
our
You mean you guys are real? Wait a minute.
Wait,
I thought I was just playing with a bunch of bots.
I thought I
they're
stepped,
so lifelike.
I thought I stepped off the plane in Knoxville onto a holodeck.
That was virtual reality.
Yeah. The sedation period was like the 4-hour car ride driving from Atlanta to Knoxville.
Nope. I'm available so far next week, and hopefully that'll maintain. Everybody stay safe out there and be careful. And for next week, do your like plotted out research on level 3.
I will certainly
Sounds
not
great.
forget to do that.
Yep, not gonna forget at all. Nope, no sir.
So otherwise, I had fun. Thanks for joining everybody, and hopefully I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thank you, that was
Stay
awesome.
healthy.
See you next time.
You
See you
too.
guys.
Be well. Have fun.
I'm leaving the call now.
No one's left, huh? Okay.
Bye.